Alright, welcome back. I've been alive for 18 years. Looks like this is the end of the road. End of that road. He thinks he's gonna die. But there's still rest of the game to play. I never thought I'd experience being abducted by some shady group of people. Yet here I am, having it actually happen to me. And not just me, Bakuho and the other members of the club as well. I have to do something, but there's no way I can turn the situation around on my own. I know how trying to do that will turn out. All I can do is stay quiet in the shaking car. That's all I can do. Nobody says a word. After passing the time in silence, we finally arrive at our destination. It's... Where are we? What's going on here? Also, I kind of don't think Tanoji Nae is a bad character in this game, because they were. Why'd she say her name to us? What's going on here? This is the space center, isn't it? The windows of the van had dark tint applied to them, but it was still possible to see outside. None of us had been blindfolded, and the men in black didn't warn us not look around. Which means there was nothing keeping us from watching the van enter TNSC and pull up in front of the Takasaki Observatory. We were then politely guided to a room on the 4th floor, no restraints, so we just drew up the chaos from earlier. 5 minutes have passed since we got here. Needless to say, this isn't an interrogation room, nor is it some creepy cell. Is it just it's just a regular old room. Heck, if anything, it's like a press conference room. After guiding us here, the men in black told us to wait for a little while, then left. In other words, it's just us 4 Robotics Club members sitting around. Last time Men in Black came, one of us died. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Fuck it. You guys, there's no way you guys are watching this playthrough without watching the other playthroughs, right? The door doesn't seem to be locked, so we return to the handle on the door leading outside and it opens easily. An intense sea breeze comes blowing into the room, roughly swaying the hanging curtains. It sure is windy outside. There doesn't seem to be any guards either. We should be able to escape. There's no point. If nothing else, I think we're probably safe. No torture, murder, or getting dumped into the sea. If they wanted to kill us, they probably would have taken us deep in the woods where nobody would ever find us. There are places like that all over the island. Instead, they took us to the TNSC of all places. No restraints are not locked in. It's pretty clear that they mean us no harm. They're concerned about how that Tanoji lady disappeared the moment we arrived here. Hey everyone, I've seen something like this before. What do you mean, Aki-chan? Situations like this happen a lot in mecha anime. It's a trope. Gunvoll episode 17 was kinda like this. In other words, we've been chosen as the team to pilot a giant robot to protect Earth. Forever child, how truly absurd. I'm with Subaru-kun on this one. Come on, I wasn't being serious. Just trying to lighten the mood a little, so I made a joke. Ever heard of it? Lighten the mood, huh? Juna's been troubling like a newborn fawn the whole time, so it looks like Akio's joke ended in utter failure. Suddenly a door to the room opens and in comes a dizzy-looking Frau. They took Frau too? Well, looks like she wasn't good at staying off the grid. The men in black suits are guiding Frau Bao leave the room. They got you too, Frau Bao? I'll tell you exactly what happened. I was walking to the neighborhood convenience store to buy Pocky. Before I knew it, I was at JAXA. I'm sure you don't understand what I'm saying, but I don't really understand it either. It wasn't anything simple like hypnosis or super speed. Got shoved into a car and abducted, yeah. pretty much. So the same as us. Fry wasn't even at the hangar with us, which means he must have business in the entire robotics club. While there's no sign of Michi, left only a short time before the abduction took place. Maybe Michi orchestrated it. Unless they just wanted Michi out of there before attacking. Which makes sense, because Michi, I don't really know what he offers. But by the way, about the men in black just now. Deets, please. Black suits, haha. Just want to chew on their neckties and lift the arms of their sunglasses. Time to ignore the perv. Since we're at the TNSC, have you heard anything from your old man Aki-chan? Good point. Let me try calling him. Despite our current situation, they didn't take our Poke-comms, just as Aki was about to make the call.
Yeah.
Kenichiro. Akiho's father took them? Okay. Her old man shows up right on time. I can't tell if he's trying to fool us with that smile of his, or if he's just forcing one out. Either way, he looks oddly tense. Dad, what's going on here? Did you order this? Explain yourself. Allow me to explain. It's Tenoji again? Oh wait, her hair's brown. Entering the room after Aku's dad's Tenoji Nae, the girl who is wearing sunglasses. That said, she's not wearing shades right now, so she kind of looks different. Okay, everyone, have a seat. Wait, hold on. That uniform, huh? A JAXA uniform. Let me introduce myself to you guys again. I'm Tenoji Nae from JAXA's Research and Development Headquarters, the Unexplored Technology Research Center to be specific. Just arrived in Tanegashima today. It's really nice here. Whoa, what's with all the smiling? You literally almost committed a crime. Hell, the normal reaction here would be to call the cops on you. We gathered you all here like this to make a proposal regarding some support work. You didn't gather here, you abducted us. Support work. Chief Senemiya of the Tanegashima Space Center is already aware of this. News to me. Aka's old man wipes the sweat off his cheek and weakly nods. But Tenoji-kun, you could have handled this a bit better. First, you should apologize to them. Oh gosh, you're right. Tenoji Nae seems to have come to some sort of realization. She corrects her posture and bows deeply. I'm so very sorry for the rough treatment. It's just that there are a number of adults who are targeting you guys. Really? Is it because of the anemone powers? I need to speak to you as soon as possible so you could cooperate with us. Back when I was a student, my friends would often call me Flat Out Princess. I have a bit of a habit of taking things too far. Who cares about your nickname? More importantly, what do you mean by adults targeting us? Whips out Poke-com. Let's Google this. Okay. Tenoji Nae. Blood type A, age 20. Only 2 years older than us? Was in Kojima Toto, Tokyo. Okay. Space Center Chief, age 52, blood type A. Damn, they both got blood type A. Wild. We got some more. Start with this thread. What is Boing-chan? A woman whose breasts bounce a lot. Kind of old lingo though. A baby cat, short song or tune. Got kidnapped. Yashio Kaito. Hello from Space Candy. Space Candy now sponsors Cho Tanegashima High School Robotics Club. Today, for the first time, I saw parts for the giant robot, and it really is big. I was the only one hearing Kagame play, right? During the Kagame incident, was it a technical issue or something? I wonder. Senemiya TNSC. So that's the chief. I think something was ringing now that you mention it, but isn't it easier to just ignore it? More importantly, what do you mean by adults targeting us? Is this related to Kimijimako? Anyway, to quickly explain the support work, I mentioned Mashida-san. Could you hand me that? Tenojinai's-san calls out to one of the staff members watching from a short distance away. Older man named Mashida wears a troubled smile on his face and hands the board over to Tenojinae. Yes, please. Ta-da! After building up a little bit of hype for herself, she turns the board towards us. What the? Yep, let's build a giant robot with a JAXA. Looks like I'm not the only one floored right now. Everyone in the club is stunned. Not to mention the poor handwriting and bad drawings make you feel excessively annoyed. What the hell is that terrifying experience we all endured 30 minutes ago? Everything feels so stupid now. I feel like I'm about to collapse out of frustration on the spot. Tenojinai's carefree way of speaking is only spurring on the sense of exhaustion. Did you guys not hear what I said? Or, I thought the board would make it super duper clear. Basically, I'm asking you guys to make a giant robot together with JAXA. Why? With JAXA, huh? Didn't Akio just ask her dad about this a month ago and get rejected? Specifically, it's called Innovative Robotics Technology Research Support Work. That's kind of a long name. In other words, we want to provide support to people doing giant robot research and development. The Tokyo Expo is next year. Everyone is calling it the Robot Expo. And so you kidnapped us? Ground-based bipedal robot research is outside of JAXA's field of expertise. We do have a research group for space robotics research, though. Since Japan is known as the robot powerhouse of the world, we should face the call for bipedal giant robots too. So I tried asking the higher-ups about it. Despite what I expected, they ended up listening to the opinion of a total newbie like me. Just for the 6 months until the expo, well, we want to do support work. Isn't it a little late for this? I doubt they'll accomplish much with only half a year remaining until the expo. If this goes well, it could open the path to an official mission in the future. JAXA might finally be able to make a giant bipedal robot. It won't just be a dream anymore. Hoping this might prove to be a good pre-mission research for us. Chofu Aerospace Center. And for now, I'm the only one from Chofu assigned to this. So I don't think they're expecting much. Head office of JAXA located in Mitaka, Tokyo. The Aerospace Center serves as JAXA's major research and development base and is home to JAXA's state-of-the-art aviation programs. Is located right next to Chofu Airport, features multiple wind tunnel laboratories. This is the part where you're supposed to laugh. Just like when she introduced herself in the car, she's laughing but her eyes aren't. No matter how big that smile of hers is, she's kind of scary. To be honest, a lot of people told me that we wouldn't be able to do much in only half a year. If nobody expects anything, there's no need to fear failure. That means I can do as I please. If nothing else, she's got a gut. That said though, I called it support work. The budget is really tiny, like chump change level. So we can only offer our assistance to one group. Our budget would vanish in a heartbeat if we tried to support multiple research organizations. I was thinking about who to go with when I just so happened to see a net stream of Robo 1. During the grand finals, he fought on equal grounds, the heroic Mr. Pleiades. I glance over at Subaru to check his expression. Looks like he's listening to her with a cold expression on his face, but he's actually sweating bullets. Oh, Mr. Pleiades is actually right. Nice. Please don't say another word. Oh, sorry. Please continue. Okay, anyway. I was deeply moved by that match. Tanoji's eyes get moist and she wiggles around. The more she talks, the more my impression of this woman changes for the worse. It's unfortunately lost. I bet it must have been really frustrating. Kept going, we definitely would have won. Such assumptions are meaningless. The match was over. Also read your interview in Kayomi newspaper. What interview? Oh, the one I did? Wait, you had a newspaper interview? That's amazing. Yeah, for Kayomi, not Nanichi. That's a national paper. Kai said he didn't want to do it, so I had no choice but to do it alone. And she wanted to tell them even more. But you did manage to tell them about your wonderful dreams, Hanamiya-san. Oh, you really think it's wonderful? That's kind of embarrassing, hey. Oh boy, Aka's starting to fall for Tanoji Nai's lip service. Your actual dream isn't about hobby robots, it's to build a giant robot over 10 meters tall, right? Well, you already are building it, I guess. Yeah, that's correct. The present has officially been buttered up to perfection. She's all ready for the oven. Even though she was trembling and about to cry mere minutes ago. I saw the interview and I decided that your club was the one. That's why I absolutely had to talk to you all. I thought the real reason was that there are people after us. This is your time. So you're just hopping on the bandwagon? Well, your names are actually pretty well known. Even within JAXA. Because I'm the daughter of the TNSC chief. Because JAXA has been giving us the parts they don't need anymore. Oh, I see. We've had a working relationship for a long time now. I recently founded the Robotics Research Association. 9 years ago, she used her family connections to force JAXA's hand. But man, I'm so glad I made it in time. Tanoji Nai gestures like she was wiping sweat from her brow after a hard day's work. Since you got second place in Robo 1, various research groups and corporations have gotta be aiming for you. Technicians, not just in Japan, from around the world, pay close attention to that tournament. Really? Like what exactly? Last month, aside from the Kayomi newspaper, nobody has made any offers. It's just lip service. Not at all. I know I'm right. Anyway, there you have it. I'd like to be the first to establish a cooperative relationship with you. Exactly what kind of support would you provide us with? So at the start, our goal is entering next year's expo to offer development funds, though not much. Also, the Unexplored Technology Research Center has a branch called the Space Robotics Research Group. You can do a technology exchange with the engineers there. It'd be lovely if this folks could offer you advice. Finally, constructing the robot. Can use our facilities here at TNSC, and you had to kidnap us to do this? One important thing. Please explain in the description for the finished robot how JAXA cooperated with you. So this is an advertising opportunity. Doesn't that basically mean there are literally no downsides to accepting this deal? Is that really everything? This sounds way too good to be true. Don't tell me JAXA's gonna grab all our tech and ideas and take credit for everything we did. Senpai, you're being far too pessimistic. He's right. If they did that, I cut ties with Dad. What? Me? I don't know, I'm just thinking his deal sounds too sweet. It's got me suspicious is all. Like they have an ulterior motive. Don't forget that they abducted us. Oh gosh, it's all my fault, you're so guarded. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Don't and I looking ashamed bows her head to us again. All I can really say is, please trust me. But the finished robot is well received. You may be hired to assist with JAXA's giant robot production in the future. This one is really fixated on JAXA making giant robots. Does she really just want to make one? She knows that that's not all just a delusion of hers. JAXA's robot just is built to beat down the armies of evil. What do you think? Wouldn't that make them weapons? That concept would never be approved. Oh no, I'm just joking. Wow. Aka's eyes have started glittering. She's been consumed by delusions. I love the way you think. Really? Thank you. Uh-oh, they're hitting it off. I mean, either way, we're planning on participating in the expo. Oh, really? And that's convenient for both of us, right? We shouldn't need too much money. We have a sponsor. We also have most of the parts we need too. All that's left is to assemble it. Wow, you've made that much progress? Amazing. Of course, the robot might not compare favorably to some of the ones at the expo made by the big corporations. Don't you Naya just casually drops an insult on us? So that's where you compete with ideas instead, don't you agree? There's no point in trying to build a robot like the giant corporations of the world do. So we basically know that Naya's father is dead, right? Or is that not guaranteed? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly certain that should be the case. We want to focus on great invention ideas, things that could advance giant robot innovation or space development towards the future. Ideas? Akihiko's eyes are wandering. She probably doesn't have any ideas in particular. The only plan for that chunk of hollowed out steel is to make it walk. Well, I guess this isn't a bad proposal. It's up to Akihiko to decide whether or not to accept, though. If she's the club president, she's likely the only one with any real interest in any of this. Super is participating in the Robotics Club in secret from his old man, so he can't openly voice his opinion. All this is probably going right over Juna's head. And Frau and I have no interest in giant robots. Actually, Frau is slovenly lying forward on a desk filling with her Pokecon. She's been paying no attention. And about that giant robot you're building right now. Can I take a look at it? Of course. It was in the hangar you found us in. Oh, it was? I didn't even notice. The data is in my Pokecon. Look how it pulls up the blueprints and photos she took and happily shows in Tenochi Nai in her Pokemon screen. This is the giant robot that we're currently developing. Gunville Prototype Model 1, aka Gun Build 1. Tenochi Nai's eyes are glued to the screen, and she soon starts to look puzzled. Does it move? Absolutely, it walks. That's a lie. Or that's the plan anyway. Actually, didn't Subaru mention repeatedly that it wouldn't walk? Did that issue ever get solved? The main question is... Well, he's not saying anything in particular. That means the legs move. Anything besides the legs? There's no plan for that. It wasn't necessary. I see. Tenochi Nai goes silent in thought for a moment, then speaks to Senomiya's dad. Chief Senomiya, do you think this can walk? Well, that's an awfully good question. He looks like he's at his wit's end. He keeps wiping sweat from his brow over and over. Is he trying to appeal to his daughter? If that's the case, he's not really doing a good job. At the end of the day, sometimes you just have to be brutally honest about this kind of thing. Man, how weak is this dude when it comes to his daughter? He'll walk, right, Dad? Which is it? It will not. Subaru finally makes his move. Subaru, hush! Nobody asked you. But it's the truth. It can't walk. If it tried to walk, it would likely trip on its own toes and fall over. It'd fall over? That sounds dangerous. That's, as a solution that we can attach wheels to the tips of the feet. Just an idea. Tenochi Nai thinks to herself again for slamming her fist into her palm, but she's got an idea. She looks up. How about this? Why don't you stop development on Model 1 for now? Start working on a brand new, more attractive giant robot for entry into the expo. A brand new? This proposal makes the most sense. Subaru's been saying the same thing for a while now. Make a brand new giant robot in 6 months? But you can't even finish the last 30%. Or you're struggling to finish the last 30% in 6 months. How's that going to work? Jackson provides support or financial issues will be finally over. We could really build something pretty decent if we start from scratch. However, to Akiho, this proposal composed of a cold hard reality might as well have been a slap in the face. Ms. Roy she's currently building won't qualify for the expo. She'd end up a laughingstock. In other words, it's a complete rejection of the robot that Akio spent so much time on for so long. I'm an amateur robot construction, even I can tell after listening to Subaru and Akio to battle it out. He's right, and she isn't. But that's not the biggest problem here. The biggest problem is that the Robotics Club president, the one who holds the right to decide what direction the club will take, is... In that case, please forget about the whole thing. Senomiya Akiho and Senomiya Akiho alone. Her dream is to complete the gun build 1 that Misuni designed. The Gunville Prototype Model 1, that's the product of the other members' 9 years of hard work. There's no logic or reason behind this, just pure emotion. Well, if they couldn't... if that took 9 years, how are you going to finish a robot in 6 months? A brand new one in 6 months? Just doesn't seem... That's why this proposal will never work. I only want to complete Gun Build 1. I have no desire to build any other robot. I'm sorry. Akira bows slightly and walks out of the room. Frau, seemingly waiting for this moment, stumbles after Akio while still hanging her head low. Juno's bewildered and looks towards me for my reaction. Super also looks at me like he wants me to do something. I don't have any reason to try and persuade Akio one way or the other. My only obligation is to give her a light push on the back when she's stuck in place. I'm going to start getting KB withdrawal soon, so I decided to go home as well. Wow, why is it so gray? The wind outside is strong. Time pass. Nope. Anything? It's definitely more than just a sea breeze. The clouds are starting to look a bit ominous too. Aki-chan! I chase after Akio and call out to her. How are you getting home? By bus, maybe? Can't believe there's only one per hour. Everyone! Wait for me! Juno comes chasing after us, looking ready to cry. Behind her follows a silent Subaru. Of course, it's Takasaki Observatory knows Tanoji Nae watching us from the observation deck. We turn our backs and head to the... I don't really get what the point of that whole sequence was. Just to be like, hey, she really cares about Gun Build 1? Is that the whole point? We turn our backs to her and head to the bus stop. I guess it was also to show us that Nae exists? I don't know. I guess they're probably going to do more with her character. Well, it was a good offer. Negotiation with JAXA ended in failure. Senemiya Kenichiro. I guess it shows the relationship between Akiho and her father. After the children leave the press conference room, it's engulfed in quiet stillness. I sit down in a chair and let out a small sigh. It's been more than 7 years since I, Senemiya Kenichiro, became the chief of the Tanegashima Space Center. When we launched rockets, this room was always filled to the brim with project staff as well as reporters before and after each launch. There's a press room on the floor below, and the media would set up cameras on the roof looking to record the launch. But such hustle and bustle is already 4 years behind us. This room is in the Takasaki Observatory. It hasn't been used in years. Today was the first time it was in who knows how long. The facility hasn't closed or shrunk. It might be used again one day, so the higher-ups want it maintained. In other words, while I may have the grand title of chief, I'm basically a glorified caretaker. One day, yeah. I wonder if we'll ever see the day we'll get to launch rockets here again. Chief Senemiya. Tanoji-kun has returned. The children just departed on the bus. Is that so? I never expected my daughter to refuse her proposal. Also, it kind of just confirms that JAXA has men in black that can abduct people, I guess. That was a weird thing to show your daughter. I'm really sorry about all this. I bow my head, but Tanoji-kun shrinks back. Whoa, no, it's nothing, really. Please raise your head. Sure, I wasn't expecting to get rejected either. Well, I'm the one using you, Chief. Come on, you're not using me. I guess I'm taking advantage of you. He very moved when he spoke in Chofu. He said you wanted to let students use this place to build a giant robot.
Yeah.
You flatter me. At the start of this month, when my daughter Akiho requested use of TNSC's facilities to assemble her robot, I had no choice but to say no. But hey, I'm a father. I want to support my daughter and her dream. I'm just so happy to have a business trip to Chofu, so I tried consulting with the top brass while I was there. That's probably what Tenoji-kun is talking about. Plus, I always want to do support work for building bipedal robots. So I was down for this idea from the get-go. Tenoji-kun smiles playfully and sticks out her tongue a little. Without your cooperation, I don't think we would have received the go-ahead this quickly. Oh no, if it weren't for you, I doubt this would have been approved at all. The top officials were hesitant when I spoke to them. I can't believe they had a change of heart in just a few days. Despite the small scale of the support work, I've never seen anything get approved this quickly and smoothly. Figured maybe you just used some kind of magic on them or something. I just used some negotiation skills, nothing crazy. I'm really good at flattering people. If I remember correctly, Tenoji-kun is only 20, what an exceptional young lady. I'm honestly impressed. In some ways, she reminds me of Misaki when she was younger. Was it really okay not to tell her? About what? That you were the one who proposed this project to the higher-ups? No, if I did, that she'd get all embarrassed. You're much closer to their age, so you could probably communicate with them better. I'm just an old geezer inching closer to retirement. I'm way past my prime to be talking to youngsters about dreams and the like. I want this support work to expand more and more in the future. Eventually, students from all across Japan could link up, encouraging them to pursue engineering and the sciences. After all, there are a lot of young people in Japan who have an interest in robots. Not just young people, there are a lot of old geezers like me who like robots too. If anything, older folks might have a stronger attachment to them. That's because in the past, there'd be 2 or 3 mecha anime on TV every single week. I'm jealous. I hope a time comes when even in real life, Japan, giant robots are a common sight. I start imagining giant bipedal robots being used for disaster relief, public work, or in their everyday settings. That's the dream. I know, right? And it'd likely feedback in space development as well. Robots could be actively used for interstellar exploration. That's why his work isn't worthless to JAXA. Anyway, while they may have refused earlier, I'm going to try approaching them again. If I go home now, it'll have made coming all the way out to Tanegashima meaningless. And seeing how I only just arrived today, I want to learn more about the island too. But of course, my first priority is helping out the robotics club. For your sake too, Chief. Yeah. Don't mind me, hahaha. I'm getting more and more embarrassed talking to Tenoji-kun. She's already Misaki, but older than Akiho. In other words, it kind of feels like I'm talking to my daughters. They've been cold to me these days, so it's kind of embarrassing when she openly wants to keep talking to me. Alright, I need to check if my luggage arrived at the dorm. Wonder what it's like there. To tell the truth, this is my first time living on my own. I'll be taking my leave. I just realized she didn't do college. But she works at JAXA somehow. Unless it's like an internship. Of course, take care. From start to finish, Noji-kun is all smiles as she exits the room. After seeing her off, I sit down in the center seat of the empty room. Misaki, huh? I think about my disobedient daughter who hasn't come home or even contacted us for over 6 years now. When she was a high schooler, much like Tanoji-kun, she'd innocently tell me all about her dreams. Dad, I created a robotics research association at school. Wow, that's pretty bold of you. Still just an association, but I want to make it a club eventually. Even build a giant robot. A giant robot in a high school club? Yeah. I don't even care if it's hollow, like the paper mache to save money. I just want us to build it ourselves. Though I'm the only one in the association right now. And I don't know if it's possible to complete something that grand in 3 years, in the 3 years I have. But still, I feel like I'd rather give it a shot than not at all. It's a very you thing to say, Misaki. What's that supposed to mean? You know this is your fault, right? How so? Don't tell me you're unaware of it all this time. Since Aki and I were little, we go on and on about how amazing mecha anime was. Just wanted my daughters to understand the things I liked. Thanks to you, both me and Aki ended up loving mecha anime. Now we're a pair of sisters who act like boys. Have you ever wished we were boys, Dad? Nope. Not once. Have you ever thought about giving us a little brother? Shouldn't tease your old man like this. Damn, that'd be a massive age difference between Misaki and a little brother. Anyway, I'm truly grateful to you, Dad. I like my dream of building a robot quite a bit. Do you want to build a robot when you were younger? Indeed I did. Back when Gundam was airing on TV, I think. I'd always be putting together plastic models. I always wanted to try building the real thing. There wasn't a single boy back then who didn't think about it. That's why I want to make that dream a reality. We're 10 years into the 21st century right now. With a bit of dedication, it might really be possible. By the way, do you think JAXA could give me any parts they don't need for free? Is that the real reason you called me out here? Called me out here to talk? Pretty much. I need as much as I can get if I'm going to make this happen. I'm not sure. I'll try talking to the chief. Awesome. I recall being surprised as I watched Misaki happily but humbly thrust her fist into the air. Misaki wasn't the kind of kid who did things like that. That was reserved for Akira, her little sister. That's why I... How serious are you about this? I just had to know. Misaki responded like it was the most natural thing in the world. I'm 100% serious about all of it. Better be excited, Dad. Even if I can't make it happen in 3 years, I'm gonna sow the seeds. And one day, I'm sure it'll be finished. For the first time in history, a homemade giant robot built by high school students. It'll easily make the front page news of the Nanachi newspaper. I'll look forward to it. After that fateful day, Misaki put everything to building that robot. 9 years have passed since then. The Chuo Tanagashi High Robotics Club has inherited Misaki's work and now Akio's the president. Never thought that a support work proposal for Akio's club would ever come this close to becoming a reality. She really did sow the seeds. My daughter was quite the eye. Now, if only she could visit her family at least once a year, I have no complaints about my amazing daughter. It's just a piece of junk.
もうどうでもよくなってしまったわ。
I don't give a damn about it anymore. What? She said that?
ごめんね、お父さん。
I'm sorry, Dad. Is this like a hypothetical thing he's imagining, or did she actually say that? I think back on what Misaki suddenly said to me just before leaving the island. Just before leaving? What was going through her head? Even now, I still don't know why she left, but...
Misaki, お前の蒔いた
She
種
just
は
want
今
bigger things.
確かに
Saki, that seed you sowed is finally sprouting. Hold on a second, I make it sound like Misaki's dead or something. I can't help but laugh bitterly. Typhoon, so that's what's going on. What's on Twippo? Boobs, right? Huh? Yes. Yep, that's it. Yes. I had a great offer, but I didn't take it. I wonder if I made the wrong move. I feel like I ruled against my gut. Still, I think it's too early to bring in a new unit. Gun build 1 can still fight. My role here keeps getting bigger and bigger. I'm really afraid that maybe it's not okay for me to be here. People all around me are so talented I couldn't keep up yesterday. Do take a picture in Kajira Frau. Let's both be more bold. You'll feel better after that. You're fine. No one there expects you to speak out. Well, I think the pilot position doesn't need too much knowledge. I mean, I feel like this would be comforting, knowing that people don't expect that much. I think that's a fine thing to say. You're an important member too, June. I think that people who can make decisions from their values are amazing. You're the club president, you should be more proud of your decision. Thanks, you're an important member too, June. Oof, I feel dizzy. Must be because I was pulled out of my room for a long time yesterday. Sunlight is poison to us shut-ins. Everyone knows that. You're totally nocturnal like an owl or a bat. You are right. Please don't go and die on us. That'd suck. Because you stay indoors all the time is getting to you. I'm satisfied watching the nipples on the island surfer boys as they mingle at the beach from the monitor of my room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here. Remember, at any time, do not let go of opportunities in front of you. You cannot win unless you do. I always struck upon my opportunities. That's why I'm here. Alright, man. Looks like a lot's going on, but still played 4 hours, 49-1. Damn. Gezi's sister. Yes. Okay, these are just my responses. To Typhoon number 6, Japan Air Connect Kagashima to Tanagashima will be cancelled. We apologize for any inconveniences caused. However, from Space Candy, Typhoons have serious impact. Thank you, Space Candy. Kagame incident is happening nationally. Maker, that ringtone exists. Is it true? The ringtone already exists? I didn't find out on my Pokecom. Maybe it depends on the model. I think it only rang for people who have the ringtone. My Pokemon doesn't have it, but it rang. What's with these dumb kids who don't read the source? It doesn't look like it, but it's stored in all Pokecoms as data. A ringtone that I can't pick rang. So to make it simple, we don't know the reason why it all rang across the nation. It's probably the EGI system. Maybe it warned us of the typhoon. Oh, just realized a comment. Hey mate, I really like your content. I think we'd vibe out creative and join your community. We'd love to challenge. So to make it simple, we don't know the reason why it all ran across. It's probably the EGI system. It probably warned about the typhoon or something. Was anybody brave enough to pick it up? Of course there was. There was full force appeal picking up. When you pick up, you hear a high-pitched noise. Then after a little, it hangs up. After a little, it hangs up. It's a high-pitched noise. It's not a time leap, is it? I picked up the Kagame call. I think only older people understand, but it sounded like when you send a fax. It was very close to that. I mean, yeah, it has to be the EGI system. I feel awkward about this because it feels like someone just used your Pokecom without permission. It wasn't heard anywhere besides Japan, right? Which would further confirm my theory. There was an incident that was kind of like this overseas. maybe. For example, there was an incident Symphony Number 9 played all across Spain last month. So I guess there's different EGI systems that play different songs. There are multiple incidents from back then, like the rumor that You May Pass played when the Shibuya earthquake hit. Oh, right! That's what the name of it was called, You May Pass, in Chaos Head. I was in Shibuya at the time, and it certainly You May Pass played. This is all because of the Red Aurora lol. Typhoon number 6 will reach Kyushu area by tomorrow morning. Typhoon 6 looks intense. Hitting Kyushu, but looking at the route, doesn't seem like it'll hit the Kanto area. It goes through Kyushu, then it goes through the Sea of Japan. I couldn't care less. Oh, hello. Can I talk to you? Hello? Apparently Typhoon's getting close. What am I doing here? Big brother, the typhoon is coming. I know. The whole getting abducted by Tenojo Nai thing left a bad taste in my mouth, but really it was what happened just before that stuck with me. The riots in America caused by the solar storm, followed by everyone's Pokecons playing Kagame Kagame simultaneously. And then hearing a fax machine-like noise after answering the same tone that Town Hall is sending up to space. What the hell was that? A disasters predictor center. Irie-chan, do you know anything about the Kagame Kagame call? That's a nursery rhyme, right? It's famous. Even Irie knows it. Everyone does. I meant if you knew anything about the call you receive when Kagame Kagame plays. I can't tell if she really doesn't know or she's messing with me. Wait, Irie's an AI, which means she can't do that sort of thing, right? I wonder if Sister Centipede knows anything. Attempt to summon her. Access confirmed. Switching to Sister Centipede mode. I sure have gotten used to this transformation. Do you know anything about the Kagame Kagame call? It occurred simultaneously on a national scale multiple times in Japan. National doesn't refer to every region. The phenomenon spanned all the way from the north Hokkaido to the south Tanegashima. Specifically, Sapporo, Odate, Kitakata, all 23 wards of Tokyo, all of Kanagawa, Utsuki, Himi, Okazaki. That's enough. Felt like she was about to go on forever, so I cut her short. So far, there are no reports of any occurrences in Okinawa in the Shikoku region. As of this moment, Sister Centipede does not possess any other information. No detailed analysis has been conducted on the accumulated information. Is that so? I wish you'd just have told me that at the beginning. Sister Centipede seems like she'd be more reliable, but she's actually pretty useless. I enter the town hall building. Ugh. Document viewer in India Tamil? Isn't that like a reference to the, yeah, Jelly Woman. This is a reference to the previous game. Is there a number 2 and 3 of the Kimijima report? The report that I found, number 1 is still here. I open up my Rue, I can see the power mark indicating its presence. The one located here is number 1, right? Doesn't that also mean there's a number 2? I shoot Sister Centipede the leading question. Correct. There are 7 Kimijima reports in total. Well, that was easy. 7 of those things, eh? That's more than I expected.
それはどこに
Where are
日
they?
本中に隠されてるわけ
Scattered all across Japan?
いいえ、すべて
Incorrect.
この島
They're
の
all
中に。
located on this island. On this island? Well, I guess if Kimijimako really lived here, it wouldn't be all that strange. Hell, it works out for me.
詳しい場所について教えてよ
Tell me about where the others are located. It's starting to creep me out that the contents of report number 1 are actually playing out. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I really wish I could have stayed ignorant about all this. Though that's a moot point now. I'm aware of it, which means I can't help but think about it. If I find and read all the Kimijimako's theories and they actually turn out to be true, it's not like I can do anything. If I figure the reports really are all on this island, I might as well look for them. Pretty aggressive for me, right? Especially considering I only ever give a damn about fighting games.
君島レポートは巧妙に隠蔽さ
The
れています。
Kimijima reports have been hidden very
この
carefully.
前ここで見つけたものはちっ
I'd
とも
hardly
巧
call
妙に
that
隠
the
されて
first
なかったけど
call that first report carefully
それ
hidden.
についてあなたの指摘を
Mr.
認め
Centipede accepts your counterpoint or revise the previous statement.
アイリおよびゲジネ
Irie
は
and Sister
君島
Centipede
レポートが隠
are
蔽さ
not
れている
aware
すべての
of
場所
all
について
the
は
locations
把
of
握
the
していません。
Kimijima reports.
一部なら把握して
Which
る
means you know some of them.
はい、
Yes.
君島レポートナン
Kimijima
バ
report
ーには
number 2 is
この宇宙
located
の
near
公園近
Uchigaoka
辺にある
Park,
とデータベースには
according
記録
to
さ
the
れています。
database.
ただ、肝心の君島レポートの
However,
AR ア
Irie
ノ
and
テー
Sister
ションについて
Centipede
細かい設
do
置場所
not know
を
the specific
および
locations of
ゲ
the
ジネと
Kimijima
もに
report
把握してい
AR
ません。
annotations.
また、たとえその設置場所に
It's
吉尾
also
さんが
possible that
偶
even
然
if
到
you
達できた
find
と
it,
しても、
its location,
現在の状況では、イ
it
ルオに
won't be displayed
AR アノ
in
テーションは
Iruo
表示されな
under
い可能
current
性がありま
conditions.
す。
表示されない見えないってこ
You
と
mean like it's invisible?
各君島レポ
Each
ートに
Kimijima
は
report has a
可
set
視
of
化するた
unlock
めの
conditions,
フラグが
flags
存在し
required
ま
for them
す。
to be displayed.
なお、レポートナンバー1につ
Report
いて
number
だけ
1
は例
was an
外であり、
exception.
あらかじめ
Its
AR
AR
アノテーショ
annotation
ンが
was
表
visible
示されてい
by
ました。
default.
ですが、ナンバー2以降は
This
そ
will
うで
not
は
be
あ
the
りま
case
せ
for the
ん。
remaining reports. So the hidden hand password won't work
な
on
んで
that.
わかる
How do you know that?
アイリおよびゲジネ
It's
のデータ
indicated
ベー
as
ス
such in
に
the Irie
そう
and
記述
Sister
されていま
Centipede
す。
database. Got it. That means by the time Irie was created, the Kimijima reports were already intended to have been hidden.
待った君島こうっていつ死ん
When
だん
did
だっけ
Kimijimako die again? She did say he was murdered
2010年です。
in the year 2010.
その時点でイルオっ
Did
てあっ
Iruo
た
exist back then?
アルファ版が開発され
An
ていま
alpha
した。
version had been developed.
アイリが誕生した2008年12月に
By
は
the time Irie was
すで
born
に
December
マスター
2008,
の手によってイルオ
NASA had already begun alpha testing for Iruo.
ふーん
So he had been hiding Kimijima reports since the alpha version.
で可視化するためのフラグ
Said
が
that
あ
there
る
are
って言っ
flags
た
for them to be displayed. What exactly are they?
レポートナンバー2のフラグをダウンロードします。
Downloading report number 2
ダ
flags.
ウンロードは正常に完了しました。
Download complete.
レポートナンバー2のフラグを
Displaying report number 2 flags in Yashio-san's Iruo. 1. Have already discovered the Kimijima report number 1 and made contact with Irie at least once. 2. Press the green switch located beneath the Minamitane Community Center radar dome and press it again an hour later. 3. Achieve less than 30 seconds on time attack at Uchigaoka Park go-kart course and report and sign your time via Iruo geotag. 4. Oh my god. I wonder if all of the flags are going to be this ridiculous with their other reports. On the fighting game app, a Golden Wolf Fighter 4 arcade mode, get an SSS score and post it on the online leaderboard. Should be easy for Kaito.
なんだこれ
What the hell?
まるでゲーム感覚じゃないか
It's like a video game. Are you telling me I gotta complete all of these? I honestly can't tell if Kimijimako is messing with me or what. Of the 4 flags, first one, Contact Irie, has already been completed. Simple enough. But third flag is going too far into the absurd. The go-kart track in Spark has been closed for over 10 years. What can I do about that? Wait, actually, it only says I have to report my time with a geotag, make and cheese it without a go-kart. The game mentioned in the fourth flag, Golden Fighter 4, was a popular 2D fighting game around 10 years ago. When I was still back in elementary school, Misanu would body me all the time. How cruel. Plus, only about 100 people worldwide were able to hit SSS rank in arcade mode. It was a complete unwinnable game. Jesus. Golden Wolf Fighter, the fourth entry in a 2D fighting game series. Its slogan, "Is my wolf even golden to begin with?" famously contradicts the title. The game was first released in arcades in the early 2010s and was later posted to various other platforms, adding multiple characters that would grow to be even more popular than the original cast. The game is revered by fighting game enthusiasts. Unwinnable. Fighting game terminology. When the opponent's skill level is far higher, and it's impossible to win. Does Golden Wolf Fighter 4 have a Pokemon map? If it doesn't, there's no way it would sync with the Iruo flag. I'll look into it later. If Kyojunko authored these achievements, he definitely incorporated Misanu's opinions. Misanu was one of the few people who managed to hit SSS after all. Jesus, what a gamer. In any case, this sucks. These are way more demanding than just putting in a password. But Sister Centipede never told you the password. You would have never been able to unlock report number 1. In that sense, one could argue that the difficulty has gone down significantly. Sure is way more tedious, though. But I'll give credit where credit is due. This at least seems kind of interesting. Why go through all this trouble? Only Master can answer that question. Did you just want to strengthen security? Did he want to make sure that not just anyone could get the files? Or maybe at the end of the day, he didn't want anyone seeing them despite the fact they were accusatory. He could have been doing this to filter out people without a healthy dose of curiosity and skepticism. By imposing difficult conditions, only those who remain at the very end are granted access, and if nobody's left, well, that's that. He's pretty laid back for someone claiming that the world's about to end. I step outside and look around. It says, the skies suggest that it may rain at any moment. The rain clouds are moving at alarming speeds. Could that be the radar dome he was talking about? There's a 10-meter tall metal tower standing behind this building. At its very top is a white dome-shaped object. I really hate that it says it's at the bottom of the dome and not the bottom of the tower. Whoa, it's shaking like crazy. Now that I'm actually climbing it, my legs are getting close to cramping up because of all the shaking. It's the opposite of safe. This tower feels like it could snap in half at any moment. Only an idiot would try climbing this thing in the middle of the storm. Why the hell am I doing this? Sitting around the dome-shaped object at the very top is a platform. Uh-oh, we're gonna get a near-death experience? Unfortunately, I don't have the time or presence of mind to enjoy the view from up here. I feel like I'm on a board being tossed around by raging waves. I would have blown away if I let go of the railing. Now that I'm up here, I notice that a huge part of the tower has rusted over, probably due to the sea breeze. It doesn't look like it's being maintained very well. The whole thing is badly deteriorated. Am I gonna be okay? I just withstand the wind. I'm only doing this for one of those damned flags. Press a green switch located beneath the old community center radar dome in Minnetonka. Press it again an hour later. I figured I'd get this done nice and quick before the typhoon came. Clearly I screwed up. I underestimated the storm. Let's see, where's the switch? I take each step carefully as I search for the green switch. The dome looks to have a diameter of about 3 meters. It's pretty damn big. I wonder what it's like inside. I spent over 10 years instantly looking up at this thing. I always figured there was some sort of radar device inside of it or something. But if this is the EGI system Irie is talking about, there's probably some kind of antenna in it instead. I circle around it. The strong winds are still trying to blow me off the tower. I'm having a hard time standing still. In an effort to stay grounded, I get on all fours. Found it! The green switch! There's a black box located under the dome where it connects to the tower. On its surface are a red and green switch. I press the green switch without thinking. It lights up. Oh, what the? The dome splits in two at the center, and the top lid begins to lift open.
おいおいおい
Whoa, 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 what's going on, Sister Centipede?
不明です。
Oh no. Totally useless. I want to run away right now, but the platform is narrow and the whole thing is shaking violently, making it hard for me to move. Eventually the dome comes to a halt. As it turns out, the dome was concealing a parabolic antenna. The inner surface of the dome is relatively clean compared to its outside. So this is what's used to send that dial-up tone into outer space. I've been forced to listen to this damn thing since I started climbing, but I think I'm losing my mind. Is it really okay for me to leave this as is? The dome opened because I pressed the switch. Will it close properly if I come back and press it again an hour from now? I really should have just gone home. Maybe I'm just getting impatient. Go away, Typhoon. With that hope in mind, I begin descending the tower. I was killing some time playing Golden Wolf Fighter 4 when the downpour got really bad. Ended club activities early and got home a bit ago. Hope tomorrow's sunny. Nice and Oyakodon. Storm, yo, Tanagashima. Stop. Why are you doing this? Storm, I feel like I want to mess you up. Tanagashima, you're gonna just go play with Kyushu after this anyway. I'm just temporary. Storm, I want to be with you longer, but I'm afraid to hurt your small body. Freakichiro, chill out. The wind is too crazy. Dojo's closed today. Thank God I went to grocery shopping this morning. Hurry and come home. A typhoon is here. Quit wandering around. 4 days like this, there's nothing better than drinking. I'm such an idiot. I thought I knew how scary typhoons could get, but I totally made the wrong call here. Things really fell apart because of how easily I found the Golden Wolf Fighter 4 Pokecon map. I was planning on giving it a go just for nostalgia's sake, but instead I ended up going in hard. It's so insanely tough to get an SSS rank. Before I knew it, my ego had taken over. It took me 2 hours to get back to the right mindset, then another 2 to hit SSS. He hit it in that quickly? I managed to activate the flag, but when I looked up from my screen, 4 hours had passed and it was storming. Such an idiot. I'm the type of guy that can't leave a fighting game unbeaten. That's crazy. Needless to say, I was so enthralled by Golden Wolf Fighter 4 that I forgot to press the dome's button. The parabolic antenna at the top of the tower is still exposed. I mean, you can still press it, just said you had to press it. Is it at least an hour later or exactly an hour later? I don't know what the margin of error would be if it was exactly an hour later. Well, that's a problem. I don't have an umbrella, so it'll be impossible to get home without getting soaked. I already warned you beforehand. Yeah, I know. This is what I get for stumbling upon the first report in such a half-assed way. Even then, I thought I could do a little better than this. What if the typhoon doesn't go away that quickly? Like, at all? Like, we're stuck here for days, man. Guess I'll have Dad come pick me up. Ooh, is that safe? If he's home, that is. If not, I'm just gonna have to get wet. What was that? Glass broke? I flinched as the sun sounded glass shattering. Strong rain and wind from outside come flowing into the room. There's a massive hole in the window. Looks like someone threw a rock in here. The floor is covered in shattered glass. Sitting on top of the said glass is a triangle-shaped plate. I reach down and pick it up. This is... I've seen this somewhere recently. Triangle-shaped plate. When did you see this? Mr. Centipede, what do you think this is? She doesn't know either. Mr. Centipede really is useless. I inspect the plate again. It's from the radar dome. Or I guess it's not actually a radar. Let's not sweat the details right now. This unique shape is unmistakable. What's wrong with the plate? It came flying in and broke through the window just now. It's actually kind of terrifying imagining a large metal plate flying through the air. If it hit me in the head, I would have instantly died. Is this going to be a problem? The dome plate was blown off by the wind. In that case, not only the dome, but the antenna itself may also be damaged. The tower already looked like it was ready to fall. It is possible that the corrosion due to the sea breeze may have been the cause. The It's also possible that due to your opening the dome, the plate was rendered defenseless against the weather. The rest of the plates may sustain damage moving forward. Whoa, again? I look down at the plate in my hands. I really can't afford to just sit here and cross my fingers, hoping that nothing goes wrong. If that dome gets destroyed, what would happen to the flag? As long as the switch is there, it is possible that the flag can still be set. Conversely, if the tower itself was destroyed, it is possible that you may never be able to set it. Is it possible Kimijima report number 2 and still understand the contents of number 3? Since Irie and Sister Centipede do not know the contents of said reports, that question cannot be answered. This is such a pain. Am I gonna have to hold the tower up myself? Not only would that be impossible, it would be pointless. Sister Centipede, are you trying to make me protect the antenna? If that's the case, you'll have to beat me in a match first. Sister Centipede doesn't fall for my strat. Her silent treatment is getting to me, so I decided to switch her back to Irie. Closing Sister Centipede. Big brother, the typhoon's here. I know. Is that tower going to be okay? It's seriously the first thing ever now. There's nothing I can do about that. If the antenna breaks, Irie will have one less job to do. Job? The job that Master gave me. He wanted me to make sure that the beep beep boop sound was still playing. Then after that, he wanted Irie to check for any changes. It's a job Irie's been doing for the last 10 years. Once that's gone, Irie will have one less thing to do. Irie says that with such a lonesome smile on her face. Sigh. For crying out loud. Wish I didn't hear any of that. Senemiya Akiho, 809. I've been listening to the rain pummel the ground for hours now. The typhoon's finally made landfall. The windows have been rattling constantly because of the strong winds. According to the news, it should pass in a few hours. There were landslides in the past of the typhoon, so I'm a little nervous. For the first time in a week, I sent Big Sis an email. Of course, it's about my meeting at JAXA yesterday. If I'm being frank, it's actually a great deal. It's a no-brainer. It'd be foolish for me to not accept it. But I just can't bring myself to freeze all development on Gun Build 1. My dream is to completing that robot. I don't care how ugly it is, it needs to be that robot. Am I being selfish? I was feeling so insecure about it that I ended up asking Big Sis for advice, and now here I am in bed waiting for a response I know I won't get. The ringing isn't coming from my Pokecom, it's from the phone downstairs. It freaked me out. Mom must have answered it. Jeez, that really scared me. I really thought Big Sis had called for a second there. What if it is actually her? No, there's no way. Hey, Big Sis. If it's okay with you, would it be alright if I froze development on Gun Build 1 and started a second gun build from scratch? I just can't. Jump again. Mom's calling me from the hallway. Could it really be? Do you know where Kai-kun went? I stick my head out and yell back at Mom. What do you mean? I got a call from Yashio-san's place. He's not home yet. He didn't come to a club today. Given how bad it is out there, can you try contacting him just in case? As far as Pokecom has enough battery to play 4 hours of the fighting game and whatever else he's using for that day. Where the heck is Kai up to? Let's call and find out.
ヤシオカイトにコール
Call Yashio Kaito.
出ない
He's not answering.
こんな
Yes, it's
時に何
Pokecom.
やってるの
What's he doing at a time like this?
また公園かな
Oh, is he trying to scale the tower? Is that the park
コー
again?
ル終了
End call. I go from calling him and try to reach him via email and Twippo. Outside, there's rain. Rain and only rain. The large water droplets strike the window. Only sounds echo out through the darkness.
何やってんのよ
What the heck are you doing, Kai?
後でニャローの件
I'm gonna
にし
give
てや
him
る
one
んだ
heck
か
of
ら
a big jerk attack later. My monologuing is erased by the sounds of the fierce rain outside. I once again attempt to call Kai, praying to the powers that be. Yep. Ooh. He did say he could die if one of those blades hits him. Why am I doing this myself? Why am I climbing this thing again? Because he doesn't allow himself to... Well, I guess it only applies to fighting games, but I imagine, I don't know, he has a pretty completionist spirit when it comes to everything else. I'm not allowed to call Akio an idiot considering I'm letting an AI's words influence me like this, damn it. Just the switch. I'm gonna press the switch and go home. Come on. I'll press the switch and the dome will close. The antenna will be protected from the weather and I'll set the flag. I haven't even reached the top of the tower and my shirt is already soaking wet. When I try to look up, I can't keep my eyes open. The raindrops are so strong they actually hurt. I mean, in theory, right? What happens is he presses the thing and then Irie checks for changes, and I assume if there's a change, then the flag is set. Which means technically he wouldn't have to do this, right? Because Irie has the power to just set the flag as complete. The metal platform is slippery from the rain, plus the tower itself is whipping about violently due to the wind. All I can do is hang on tightly to the railing every time there's a strong gust of wind. Staying up one step takes an insane amount of effort. And forever to get to the dome. Before I realize I'm breathing heavily, my shoulders heaving. If I open my mouth, I get filled with endless rainwater and I won't be able to breathe. The rain is robbing me of my body heat and freezing right down to my core. It's in the middle of the summer, but I'm shivering from the cold. My fingertips are losing strength, causing my hands to slip over and over again. This is really bad. Just standing out in this place is enough to deplete my energy. And to get off this thing right now. Going any further is impossible. What's the point of all this? What idiot would risk his life to read some delusional conspiracy theory written by someone he doesn't even know? My original plan was to spend summer break relaxing and playing Kill Ballad. Now look what I've gotten myself into. I don't have to do this. More forward or turn back, and move forward or turn back. There's doubt in my heart. I decide not to climb any further. I attempt to take a step down, but the sole of my shoes slipped. He's holding onto the rails, right? I end up sliding down 5 steps of stairs. Why weren't you holding onto the rails? Well, I guess they're slippery too. I'm falling backwards onto the platform railing. The impact feels like a bolt of lightning running through my body. The intense pain causing me to lose my breath for a moment and my vision blacks out. My head feels wobbly and feels like I'm about to pass out. I soon realize my body's moving on its own. At this rate, I'm going to fall headfirst off the platform. Is he going to have his attack? My hands grip the railing as fast as I can move them. I kick out my legs frantically. The narrowness of the platform keeps me from falling. The tips of my feet reach and hook onto a step, allowing me to support my body. I squat on the platform, doing my best to endure the intense pain. I look down and see that I'm about 5 meters up. I might not have died from the fall, but I sure as hell would have broken some bones. I'm already starting to break down. Just wanted to get home as fast as possible. Look where that got me. Oh, this guy's got me pissed off. Don't turn back, you say? Climb up there and press that switch no matter what it takes, you say? Well, you know what? Fine, challenge accepted, you dead bastard. I managed to catch my breath and stand back up. I'm in pain, but I can still move, so I probably didn't break any bones. The human body sure is resilient. Let's do this. I pump myself up and dash up the nearly perpendicular staircase to the next platform. On my way, I am nearly blown off by a sudden gust of wind, but I somehow managed to fight through it and get to the next platform. My back is throbbing in pain because of how hard I've been pushing myself. I'm guessing that pain isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Pushing yourself? Uh-oh. Try to grit my teeth and attempt to deal with the pain, but the cold prevents me from doing that. My current position, the parabolic antenna is acting as an umbrella, so it's actually more comfortable here. Damn it, I really don't want to move from here. I'm dead tired. How long has it been since I started climbing this stupid thing? Any sense of time I had is long gone. Regret everything. I shouldn't have climbed this stupid tower. I just want to go home and take a hot bath. And the top is right there. The next platform is so close that if I stood up and stretched my arms above me, I could reach it. So I can make it up about 6 steps of stairs, I'll be at the dome. Come on! I let out a yell and pushed myself up the last set of stairs. The surrounding scenery opens up to me. A world of vast darkness stretches out before my very eyes. It really does feel like the end of the world. At this height, I should be able to see the lights of Minimitane, right? But right now, I can't even tell where the town is. There's nothing standing between me and the endless rain. It feels like it'd be possible to stand up right now. Another triangular plate from the dome gets blown away by the wind right in front of my eyes. The massive piece disappears into the void at an alarming speed. But what if the entire dome gets blown away? Please, please hold yourself together. I look for the switch while holding onto the metal railing tightly. I have to circle around to the other side of the dome to get to it. Even that simple process feels like a trap designed to kill me or something, I swear. It's shaking. No, that's an understatement. It's more like the entire thing's being swung around. I can hear the railing shriek. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it warped and tore itself apart right now. The situation is completely unwinnable. This is a 1-9 matchup. There it is. On top of the dark tower. The green, faintly glowing LED. This is a switch I pressed a few hours ago. I grab tightly onto the nearest railing. As soon as I try to stand up on my knees to press the switch, my body suddenly loses balance. I can't believe my own eyes. The railing I was grabbing onto had broken at its base. But I'm falling. Falling from about 15 meters in the air. Uh-oh. Into the dark abyss below. Am I going to die? Damn, even holding onto the railing wasn't safe. Reaction speed. Attack. Kick in. Yep. He's gonna latch onto a fucking loose paper clip and haul himself up or something like that. It's then that the world comes to a halt. All sound vanishes. The painful, cold raindrops stop hitting my cheeks. The rain ignores gravity and comes to a slow descent. No. The world isn't slowing down. It's that my senses have sharpened. Slow-mo. In some ways, getting attacked with this sort of timing was unavoidable. After using so much energy, it had been weirder if I didn't get one. I hate this goddamn condition. I'd give anything to never experience this kind of pain again. But now's not the time to piss and moan. My mind is crystal clear. I calmly assess my current situation. My left hand is still gripping onto the busted railing. My body has already been thrown off balance and is about to fall off the platform. I have my left hand let go of the railing, and with my right hand I grab the nearby railing that's still intact to keep myself from falling. But my right hand alone is enough to stop the momentum of my body. Like every other time I've gotten an attack, I can't breathe. If I had to choose between falling 15 meters and excruciating pain I get during an attack, I'd honestly take either. That's how painful this is. But I force myself to endure the pain. My body's about to slip and fall between the gap of the broken railing. I kick one of my legs towards the outer area of the platform, and while still in slow motion, my body slowly gains momentum, circles around my right hand, slips through the gap of the adjacent railing, and slowly falls back onto the scaffolding. Sound returns to the world. I don't even have the energy left to be terrified by the sound of the broken railing falling to the ground. Whenever an attack wraps up, I'm always left writhing in pain. My body's effectively paralyzed. My heart is pounding like it's going to explode as it aggressively pumps blood to the rest of my body. As the paralyzed feeling dissipates and excruciating pain runs through my body, it feels like my ribs have actually punctured my lungs. No matter how much I gasp, I can't breathe. I lay on the platform, my face covered in tears, snot, saliva, and rain, yet somehow I crawl my way to the switch. I manage to press it with my shaking fingers. The green LED turns off. The open dome lid begins to come down. Finally, I've done what had to be done. The flag should be set. After an attack follows the physical fatigue that lasts for a few hours. I can't even move a muscle. It's like my body's batteries are completely worn out. Am I going to be able to get down like this? I don't have much of a choice. I know how dangerous it'd be to stay here. And so I crawl my way back to the staircase. Somehow managed to take cover down at the lower platform despite my exhaustion. It'd be better to stay down here where I can avoid a little rain and wind. I lie down and the railings on both sides are still nice and secure. The platform below is too narrow for me to even squat down on. I can't stop shivering from the cold. The rain and wind aren't going to be stopping anytime soon. Alright, my Pokecom. I should call for help. I desperately twist my arms to reach the Pokecom in my hip pouch. It's waterproof, so I'm not concerned about getting wet. Though I was afraid the screen might have gone cracked when I hit the railing. Fortunately, it seems to be okay. I have some difficulty. I wake it up from sleep mode. Iruo is running and Irie is nearby. Thank you, big brother. Now Irie should be able to keep doing my job. I hear Irie's voice. I didn't do this for her. In an attempt to voice my words, I end up coughing instead. Wish Irie could carry you, big brother. Irie, sorry. I don't even have enough energy to send an email or make a call. You sure seem at ease. This time I managed to squeeze my words out without coughing. Irie displayed on screen is obviously neither wet nor is her hair blowing in the wind. Irie can't experience the changes in weather. Irie only sees what gets uploaded onto Iruo. In that data, it's always sunny. Thanks to other data, Irie knows that rain during a typhoon is super scary, but the only thing that Irie can see is the tower, the beautiful blue sky behind it, and the geotag sitting atop it. Irie sure wishes we could share info between us. That way, Irie could at least feel a little bit of your pain right now. Big brother, please hang in there. Hang in there for just a little bit longer. I give up. I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. After attacking it so weak I can barely raise an arm. When recovering to lie down for a while. As soon as I do, I instantly feel sleepy. The tower shaking reminds me of a rocking cradle. It's starting to feel pretty nice. You're gonna catch a cold out here. The cold is starting to fade away. If I fall asleep here, I might just die. That's not good, but there's no way out. Something warm touches my hand. All my senses return to that singular spot. I open my eyes. Hanaka's face in front of me for a reason I can't comprehend. She's completely soaked, just like me. And just as I do for her whenever she has an attack, she gently embraces me. Hanaka holds my hands in hers. You big dummy. What in the world are you doing, Kai? You had me worried sick. Why? Why is she here? We're on top of a metal tower. The only way to get up here is to climb a bunch of stairs in the middle of this crazy storm. So her being here makes no sense at all. I thought you might be in the park. Akiho's warmth gradually spreads to my body. When I came looking for you, a girl named Irie showed up on Iruo. She told me that you're on top of the tower, and that I had to help you. So I jumped right into the fire and avoided the frying pan altogether. Good work, Irie. Is that what she thought I'd say? Akiho and Irie are both total dumbasses.
ミイラとミイラ
Go for a wool and come back, sure, an idiot.
ミイラ
Huh?
どういうこ
What about wool?
どうや
How do you plan on getting down?
来ちゃ
Kichon.
とあ
I swear she's nothing but trouble.
大丈
It'll
夫
be fine.
下にお
Our
父さん
dads
た
and
ち
a
い
few
る
other
し
guys are at the bottom. Then why did Akio climb up here? Besides, numbers aren't going to solve the problem. The staircase being incredibly narrow and practically vertical. Wish you just thought this through a little more. But
うアキちゃんは
Aki-chan
俺の命の友人だ
you
な
saved my life.
アネモネ号について
This reminds me of the MF anemone. That day when we collapsed on the deck, I desperately held Akio's hand as my consciousness faded. I remember the warmth of her hand back then too. I feel the same warmth in her hand now as I did back then. With Akio's body heat, I think I can get a hang on just a little bit longer. The typhoon passed through Honshu that evening. It's perfect outside, almost like nothing ever happened. The sky's cleared and blue. So the tower didn't even get blown away. He didn't even have to do that.
ただいま
I'm home. It's our robot clinic poster. Is this the first time we actually seen the inside of his room? The hallway is totally flooded and I keep finding broken glass everywhere. This place is really is a shithole. My poor wallet after the repairs is just gonna be as empty as me. I heard from President that it was rough yesterday. I'm glad you're okay. Are you okay, Kojiro-san? That was reckless of you. Karate Senpai worried about me? Me likey. Come be my wife or my maid. Ooh. Hey everyone, it's August. When going out, make sure to drink a lot of water. Humans are like robots. You had to do periodic maintenance to keep them functioning. Promise, Mr. Pleiades. Well, at least the atmosphere there is cool. Feels kind of like a secret base. I guess I'm just a visitor, so I don't worry about the practicality. Storms hit here way more often than Tokyo, just FYI. Well, you are living in a bunch of ruins. Maybe you should move to a better place. That's why Tanagashima was a disaster from the typhoon. Had some trouble, like the neighbor's son went missing, but glad that he was okay after all. Sorry for the trouble our son has caused. Thank you for your help. No problem, our younger daughter always needs help too. The feeling's mutual. HG malfunction accident. A hug-wearing mother kicks baby to death? What the fuck? This is horrible. How does a programming error even cause that? It's happening all over the world and not just in Japan. They should be ashamed. Exo needs to go out of business. Kick your own baby to death because you're wearing HEG suit for the lower half of your body's horrible. The mother had her full mental capabilities but couldn't stop it. My tears won't stop. As a person as a child, I can't stand these tragedies. Hey, the mother was just plain stupid. You can take HEG off easily. She could have just taken it off if she thought something was up. Oh, what a tragedy. You're panicking. It doesn't matter how easy it is to take off. You won't be able to by yourself. Feel bashing on the mother or crazy. Go to a hospital. I feel like if an HUG kicked at full power, even an adult would die instantly, let alone a baby. It depends if it was a soccer kick or if it was like stomping. First of all, isn't this incident from over 3 years ago? Why isn't media bringing this accident up again? Sounds like they just wanted to blame Mexico. It just means that these kinds of accidents are getting covered up. The real hell starts now. All the past accidents are going to be revealed. Oh, you're in my room. Cool. Can I zoom in on anything? Literally no geotags? I'm home. As soon as I get to my bedroom, I plop down my bed.
疲れた
I'm totally dead. I'd love to lie down, but I know I'll crash if I do, so I resist the urge. Last night, Akio rescued me from the tower in the middle of the typhoon. I was along for her dad, mine, and a bunch of other people when the area popped up. It was a big deal. 2 of us were safely brought down. After being put on IV at the hospital, I got to go home the next day. In the afternoon, I was supposed to visit the neighbors and my family to thank them to apologize for the trouble. Since I was dying to get report number 2, I made a beeline for Uchigaka Park first thing in the morning. My hard work last night paid off. The flag for the dome switch was set properly. Although it's left to clear, just to clear the go-kart course under 30 seconds to report the record via Ruo geotag. It was easy. I just went to the go-kart area, wrote a fake record into geotag, and voila. The problem came after all that. There's single flags. Fusion report number 2 most definitely appeared somewhere. Since I had no clue where that somewhere was, I had to search the park high and low with the Pokecom in hand. Finally ended up finding it at the tip of the H2 rocket monument located at the park entrance. I never would have thought it would be in such an obvious place. I kind of feel like I was played. Granted, according to Sister Centipede, all flags have to be unlocked for an AR annotation to appear. Fortunately for me, that means report number 2 is now safe inside of my Pokemon. Big brother, let's go for a walk. It's super nice out today. And that also explains why Irie, who's attached to the porch, is currently in my room. I just got home. But Irie can't see anything inside. Why don't you just go outside? But Irie wants to talk to you more, big brother. And just read me the weather report or something. Don't mind? Okay, then Irie start with Okinawa and go all the way to Hokkaido. There she is. My loud childhood friend comes storming into my room without knocking. Though I guess I have no right to complain about that, especially considering I always barge into her room. You were at the park again earlier, weren't you? Right, she's pissed. Glad you noticed. You big jerk. And now I have to fix my hair for doing the round. Did you forget how many people you had worried last night? What are you thinking? It's not like I climbed the tower again or anything, no need to worry. You just got home from the hospital and then you disappeared. Mom was about to go looking for you all over again. Like, I'm sorry, I'll go apologize later. Something I absolutely had to get my hands on. Something you had to get your hands on, like what? I can't tell you. Didn't I save you yesterday? That's that. This is this. If you really have to know, we can duel for the deeds. Whatever. Echo turns away, offended. I really wanted to avoid this. Avoid letting my friends in on this report. It's sketchy and I don't want them involved. Juno's the only one who does know. She's only aware of report number 1. I'm not telling her about the rest. Oh, and by the way, Aki-chan, you were totally like a hero of justice yesterday. Seriously, thanks. You don't need to thank me. Ever since what happened on the Anemone, you and I have been one in body and soul. Saved me tons of times too, let's call it even. She's right, ever since we got diagnosed with elf and mouse syndrome, we've been helping each other. We basically do everything together. When one of us is having an attack, the other looks after them. Well, I consider myself like his guardian, so she's always saves my butt when I have an attack. Also, I forget, I already read Footbow, right? Yeah. That means a lot to me. Just don't go acting on your own so much, okay? Took me forever to find you last night. I'll do my best. Oh, no more secrets. Yeah. I can't promise her that. I want to locate the rest of the Kimishima reports on my own if possible. Kai. Did you climb that tower in the middle of last night's typhoon because there was something you wanted? Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. Big
お兄ちゃん
jerk.
もアキホも喧嘩はやめ
Big
てく
brother
ださい。
Akiho, no fighting.
こういう時は
This is the perfect time for a nice and cozy weather report. Does she know about Irie? She doesn't. Akiho's clearly dumbfounded by Irie's voice. She looks around the room in a panic.
8月1日
The weather today, August 1st, for the Yonaguni region of Okinawa Prefecture will be clear with south winds.
沖縄県石垣島地方のお天気
The
は
weather today, for
南
the
と
Ishigaki
風
region of Okinawa Prefecture will be clear with south winds.
女の子の声が聞こえるよ。
Kai, I can hear a girl's
愛
voice.
梨ちゃんがいるからね。
It's because Irie's in here.
いるってどこに？
For real? Where?
ここに。
Right here.
アイリって幽霊だ。
Irie's a ghost?
俺が一通り説明するのも面倒
It's
だ
way
か
too
ら。
much of pain to
Ari-chan
explain this, so can you give
Aki-chan
Aki-chan the
に何が
basic
どうなってるか
rundown of what's
話してあげて
going
く
on,
れない？
Irie-chan?
でもお兄ちゃん天気予報
Didn't you say you wanted to hear the weather?
そんなの後でいい
You
か
can tell me
ら。
all about it later.
ちなみに愛梨ちゃん
By the
は
way,
声
Irie-chan
に
can't
耳が
actually
らしいか
see
ら
anything
ア
when
キちゃ
she's
んは歩いて
inside.
る外で話
So
聞い
can
て
you
きて
go
くれ。
talk to her outside?
えっと
But isn't her voice, doesn't it come through the Pokecom? Well, I guess you could go into her Pokecom, right?
外に出て、いる
Go
を
outside
移
and boot
動
up
す
by
ればわか
Ruo.
るよ。
You'll see.
わかった。
Okay. Aka's about to exit the room, a puzzled look on her face.
それとカイ、
Oh, Kai.
今日は部活休んでもいいから
You can
ちゃん
skip
と
club
休む
today,
よ。
so make sure you rest. Got it?
じゃあどっちよ？
Alright. Nokio. Akio departs.
じゃあ、お言葉
I'll
に。
gladly take you up on that offer. After I do the rounds, I'll just chill for the rest of the day. I'll have plenty of time to read Kimijima Report number 2 after that. I get the feeling things have gone hotter since the typhoon passed through. I have to sweat off my cheeks and sit in the middle of the runway. Twippo! Nice to meet you, Irie. Nice to meet you, Akiho. Play 2 hours at the club, 15 and 0. Pace is kind of slow. I have no clothes to go out in. All my clothes are covered in mud from the storm last night. Really, should I bring Aki-chan's old clothes? If your clothes are covered in mud, aren't your PCs broken as well? That's a... Yeah, it's crazy. Basically, you just don't want to go outside, right? Robotics Club has been more vigorous lately. You must be feeling giddy from all that money, kids these days. Business trip to Tanagashima, second day here, but already getting baptized. Tennoji Nae. Storms in tropical areas are different than Tokyo. They're tough. I guess that's what you call nature's wrath. For some reason, I got super excited. Total adrenaline rush. Nothing. No geotags. Cool. Akio should be in the middle building her robot in the hangar, supposedly. I didn't hear the details of what she'd been working on specifically, but yeah. Either way, I'm going to be staying far away from all that. Akio and Subaru can handle it. My back is still sore from my metal tower adventure, so I'd prefer to stay home and play Kill Ballad, but I still have to read Kimijima Report number 2 since yesterday I had mixed feelings about it. I want to read it, but there's a part of me that I prefer to stay
し
ignorant.
ょうがない。見
Fine,
ますよ。
fine, I'll read it. I'll make sure to confirm that nobody's around for turning my Pokecom on. Let me guess one's gonna appear behind you. It's gonna be like Juna. Subaru, maybe. Maybe Akiho. She's not actually in the hangar. A secret society that places pressure on NASA is one who ranks consists of a mere 300. I wonder what this committee of 300 is called. It is the organization that is believed to control the world from the shadows. Their existence is said to not extend past the realm of rumor, but allow me to be perfectly clear. The once known as the Invisible Rulers, the Committee of 300, undeniably exist. Almost the entire world bends to their will, whether it be governments, state agencies, police, military, royalty, large corporations, particularly banking enterprises. Okay, alright. Okay, that's a step too far. And any other institutions are vital to society's function. They control all of the necessary mediums that are vital to society's construction. Naturally, this includes NASA as well. This is how they managed to continually suppress all information regarding the Ulysses project that I mentioned previously. Falsifying official NASA documents is easier than lifting a finger for the Committee of 300. In 1994, the Tavistock Institute made national headlines when it announced that its official partnership with NASA on a major program. Of course, Tavistock operates under the Committee 300 as well. They're often referred to by the committee as the Brainwashing Institute. According to official U.S. documentation, Tavistock conspired with intelligence agencies of various countries in order to broadcast propaganda on a daily basis. It would be appropriate to dub this a form of mass brainwashing. The issue lies in the fact that those affected are rarely made aware that they have been and continue to be brainwashed, and before they ever come to realize such, they have already become livestock for the One World Order, the Committee of 300's true goal. I do wonder how many of the people that walk the earth are aware of the Human Domestication Project. But regardless of my musings, the project exists and is still progressing even now. It would not be wrong to surmise that a prototype version of the project is being tested around the world. Various experiments are secretly but certainly being carried out throughout daily life. This danger is not one we may avert our eyes from. Pay special attention to the Kagame Kagame. The song serves as a sort of symbol to them. Wherever they experiment, that song will undoubtedly be present. The Human Domestication Project is the ultimate goal that the Committee of 300 has been dreaming of for nearly 100 years. Danger is not they may pay special attention to Kagame Kagame. Song serves as a symbol to them. Whenever they experiment, that song will be present. Huh. So they're experimenting where? Human Domestication Project? Yeah, they've been at that. They wish to establish a one world order, a unified world government, by cleaving the world's population down to 1 billion. It is currently 6 billion as of 2009, and transforming all that remain to cattle that shall be exploited until death in the service of the elite. Damn. Those billion people will never be made aware of their enslavement due to the utilization of propaganda. In truth, they may even express gratitude to their rulers. November 12, 2009. I created Irie to investigate the activity of the Committee of 300. She is a bot that collects any information that is related to the keyword Committee of 300 indiscriminately. Recently, there has been an extraordinary amount of feedback originating from the Shibuya area. The earthquake that occurred there may have been one of their experiments as well, but it is doubtful whether I even lived to analyze the information my bot collected. Chaos Head Noah. My throat is bone dry. I gulp in an attempt to relieve the pain. Committee of 300, the Tavistock Institute, the Human Domestication Project. All this nonsensical conspiracy theory mumbo-jumbo means nothing to me. It's totally unrealistic. I can't say I'm remotely interested in any of it, but there is one particular bit here that draws my attention. Kagame Kagame. It's words popped up randomly in the middle of this mess. It's because of them that I can't dismiss this report as some kind of delusional conspiracy. I literally just heard that nursery rhyme the day before yesterday. That creepy room on the first floor of the community center, there was a cassette there with the Kagame Kagame recorded on it. It's as if the Kijimiko of 10 years ago is reading my mind.
Yare.
What in the world? What the hell's up with Kagame Kagame? Did the Committee of 300 put pressure on worldwide Pokecom distributors so that they would pre-install that ringtone? And then they went through all this trouble making that weird call at once? Unless the Iruo creator, Happiness for You, right? Maybe, you know, they're part of the Committee of 300, they're in on it. Pretty tame as far as propaganda goes, and I certainly don't feel like I've been brainwashed. What exactly is the perpetrator's goal?
Kagome について詳しいな。
Junchan seemed familiar with Kagame Kagame. Plus, Irie, or I guess Sister Centipede, is supposedly a bot that auto searches for the term Committee of 300.
愛梨ちゃんいる？
Ari-chan, you there? There's a slight delay between when I call for her and when she appears. Oh my god.
お天気ですか？お天気知
Would
り
you
たい
like to
で
hear
す
the
か？
weather forecast?
別に。
Not really.
そうですか。
Oh, okay. It's honestly kind of weird that she responded to me so quickly. Does that mean she's always wandering around nearby? She can move about freely within a 109.3 meter radius of my Pokecom, so it would be nice if she ventured out a bit. I guess it's not like she's physically close or far. Maybe she can reply quickly regardless of where she is. At any rate, as long as I don't have Irua running, she won't talk to me, so it's not that bad. Tap on Ari's summon Sister Centipede. Where's the report number 3?
ゲジネモードに移行します。
Switching to Sister Centipede mode.
300人委員会について
Tell me
教
about
え
the
て。
Committee of 300.
エラー。
Error.
ヤシオさんにはその情報にアクセスす
I
る
do not
権
have
限
permission
を
to
与え
access
られ
this
ていません。
information. I hit her straight on with the question, but she immediately shoots me
ア
down.
クセスする場合にはマスターの許可をお取りください。
Please seek permission from Master in order to access this
マスタ
information.
ーはもういないじゃないか。
Master isn't around anymore.
ログイン許可を取ったフォンドロ
Only
イド
phone
のみがア
droids
クセ
that
スでき
obtain
ます。
login permission may access this information.
全く何にも教えてくれないわけ。
So you're not going to tell me anything.
300人委員会の実態については未だ謎に包まれて
Committee
い
of
ます。
300 and their true nature is shrouded in mystery.
詳細はゲジネでも把握できてい
Even
ませ
Sister
ん。
Centipede does not have a complete understanding of them.
メンバーは誰かとかわかる？
Do you know who the members are?
末席については入れ替わりは頻繁に起きているとゲジネは推測します。
Sister Centipede predicts that there is a huge turnover rate among the lower ranking positions. Interesting.
ただしこれは自称300人委員会のメンバーが多すぎることに起因した誤った認識である可能性もあります。
However, it is possible that this is incorrect due to the fact that there are too many self-proclaimed members.
自称してる人ってそんなにいるの？
There are that many people calling themselves committee committee
世界
members?
中に星の数ほども
Worldwide, as many as there are stars.
具体的には誰が自称してるかわかる？
Do you know exactly who those people are?
これ以上の情報公
Please
開
seek
につい
permission
て
from
は
Master in order to access further information on this matter.
肝心なところがわからないんじゃな。
Can't even get to the essentials. Got nothing to go on here.
最近思うんだけどさ、ゲジネってあんまり使
No,
わ
I've
ない
been
ね。
thinking you're pretty useless, Sister Centipede. Damn, that's mean.
申し訳ありません。
I
で
apologize.
すがゲジネは
However, Sister Centipede prioritizes Master's instructions over being
忠実である
useful
ことを重視し
to
てい
you,
ます。
Yashio-san. Is that right?
ゲジネを終了します。
Closing Sister Centipede.
お兄ちゃん、今日はこ
Big
の
brother,
後ど
where
こに
are
行
you
くんですか？
going after this?
その辺を散歩して
How
お
about
い
you
で。
go for a walk? Damn, after casually brushing off Irie, I close out Ruo. Can't get anything useful on Sister Centipede? I'll consult with our resident urban legend maniac. I'm just gonna make sure to keep the reports on the hush. You should have at least asked for the third location. For the Kimishima report. Fortunately, said expert Juna is nowhere to be found. Damn, they already got her. She's usually on the runway practicing a kata or whatever. Is she in the hangar? Like, I'll give her a
大徳
ring.
純奈をコール。
Call Daitoku Juna.
ヤシオ
Yeah,
く
she's
ん、
in the hangar.
どうしたの？
Ashu-kun, what's up?
今どこ？
Where are you?
車庫だよ。
The garage.
車庫じゃなくて
It's a
ハンガー
hangar,
だよ。
not a garage.
あ、
Oh, yeah.
ごめん。
Sorry.
ハンガー。
I'm in the hangar.
滑走路にいるからちょっと来てくれない？
I'm on the runway. Can you come out here for a
それと
sec?
も忙しい
Or are you busy?
ちょっと
Kinda. Oh, Doc, you'll finally give Juno a job to do?
はい
Kai,
話があるなら
if
そ
you
っ
wanna
ちが来
talk,
ればいいでしょ
come over here.
すぐ近くなんだから
We're not far away.
まあいいや
Eh,
ちょっと
I'm
話したい
good.
から
Just come
手が
out
空い
when
たら
you're
来て
free.
待ってるから
I'll be waiting. Maka's not wrong, but I don't want the others hearing our conversation. After about 15 minutes, Juno comes jogging out to the runway.
お待たせ
Sorry about that.
ゲームしてないヤシオくんなんて
It's pretty rare to see you
珍しい
not
ね
playing video games.
俺としても不本意だよ
If
で
it
き
were
れ
up
ば
to
ゲーム
me,
のことだけ考えて日々
I'd
暮らし
just
て
play
いきたい
games all day.
で呼び出して問
It's
題なかっ
okay
た
for you to be out here.
うん一段落
Yeah.
ついた
I'm
か
alright
ら
now.
何してたの
What were you doing?
マフラー作ってた
Making a scarf.
マフラー
Scarf?
このク
In
ソ
the
暑
middle
い
of the
時期ね
scorching hot summer?
あわかった
Oh my
昔ミ
god.
サ姉たち
This
がよ
is
く
like
や
how
ってた
Misani would
夏
wear
マフラー
scarves in the summer. When Misani was a high schooler, there was a fad where people would wear scarves in summer and then ride scooters with them. Misani said it got popular because it was cute, whatever that
その
means.
ブームをもう一度起こそう
Trying to
として
bring back the old fad?
じゃなくて
Oh,
そ
no.
の1号機くん
It's
の
a scarf for Model 1, Goon. Oh,
あああれか
that. Gunville's long scarf is iconic. Or is it actually a pair of wings? Something else entirely? I have no clue. Like I mentioned a while back that she wasn't sure if we had the budget for a scarf, but I guess it worked
で
out.
もロボのマフラーってでかくない
Doesn't it have to be
う
huge?
んだから大きな布を
Yeah, we
た
had
く
to
さん
stitch
縫い合
together
わせるんだけど
a bunch of big cloths.
それ私がやらせてもらってるんだ
I'm in charge of that.
純ちゃんって体育会系だか
Huh.
らそ
I
ういう
think
作
you'd
業は
be getting
苦
good
手
at
だ
that
と
kind
思
of
って
work
た
since you're a sporty type and all.
そんなことないよ
I wouldn't say that.
うちって女は私一人だから
I'm the only girl in the
そういう
household,
家事とか
so I do
全部
chores like this
や
all
っ
the
てるん
time.
だ
Also, I fuck. Did I read Twippo yet? I forgot. Yeah, okay, I did.
Mm. だから裁縫
I'm
だって
actually pretty good
得意だよ
at sewing. That's a surprise. Either way, I'm glad she has something to do now. She has an abundance of free time before.
それで
So,
話
what did you want to talk about?
あカゴメ
Oh
カゴ
yeah,
メのこ
I
と
wanted you to tell me more about Kagome Kagome. Juna immediately seems to understand what I'm getting at. Her cheeks are looking a little flushed.
この前の事件のこと
This is about the incident from the other day, right? Wait a second, Kagome Kagome played. And then they were taken by Tenoji Nae. Maybe that they intentionally took them because they knew that the Committee of 300 was doing the experiment when Kagome started playing. They wanted to make sure they were safe. So, the incident from the other day,
結
right?
構私もびっくりし
It
た
really surprised me too.
でもそのニュース
Even
と
on
か
the
見る
news.
と原因
They're
わから
saying
な
they
い
have
み
no
たい
idea what caused it.
あの一斉にかかってきた電話の前
Talked
にも
about the whole
純
Kagome
ちゃんカゴ
Kagome
メ
thing
カゴメの
before.
こと話題にしてたよ
The
ね
mass call,
歌詞
remember?
が緊急地
The
震
one
速
where the
報
lyrics
み
to
た
the
い
song
に
are all
一斉
sent
に
out
届く
simultaneously.
ってやつ
Kind of like an earthquake warning.
でもそれだってその
Even that
誰
event
が送っているのか
is still shrouded in
わからない
mystery.
ままだし
なんでカゴメカゴメなんだと思う
Why Kagome Kagome?
それは
Well,
例え
for
ば
example,
カゴメってね
the Kago and Kagome
Kagome
means cage in Japanese, and the me means eye. So together they mean eye at the cage.
そのカゴの目がね
There's
そ
a
の
theory going around that says that Kagome Kagome is
みたいな
referring to a
話が
certain
あって
hexagram.
六芒星
Certain
う
hexagram?
んダビデの星
Oh my god. This is when was this game made? Is this going a little too far? Like, This is starting to feel a little... okay. Star of David, a hexagram made of 2 triangles that oppose each other like the pattern of Kagame lattice, also illustrated on the flag of Israel, is a sacred shape in Judaism. Oh dear. Okay, here's the litmus test. If my stream gets shut down, the conspiracy theories are true. If it's not, then maybe it really is just conspiracy theories.
ここからいろいろ連想していくとね。
Another related theory
カゴメは
is that Kagame
イルミナテ
Kagame
ィの暗
is
号文じゃない
actually
か
a cipher
って説があったりす
created
る
by the
け
Illuminati.
ど
Illuminati, a secret society in the 18th century by a German philosopher. The society was formed upon the idea that a truly ethical civilization was attainable. It then spread through the higher class in multiple countries all across the world. In its golden age, it is said to have 2,000 members. In 1785, the society was declared a heresy by the Pope and was subsequently disbanded. However, in the 21st century, it is a name that so often appears in many conspiracy theories. Well, I feel like every conspiracy theory is going to mention the Illuminati. Also, like, what does it mean by truly ethical civilization? 1785. Okay. Got banned.
イルミナティ
Illuminati.
200年以上前にあったっていう
But I guess we know which one it is, I guess, because Committee of 300. We played the other games. It's a secret society that existed over 200 years ago.
悪いやつなの
Are they bad guys?
陰謀論だと
In
黒
conspiracy
幕にされ
theories,
ることが
they're often referred to as the hidden masterminds behind
詳
everything
しいことは誰
that
も知
nobody
らない
knows
か
the
ら
details.
そのイルミナティとカゴメ
You
カゴ
think
メは
the Illuminati and
実際関連
Kagame
あると
Kagame are
思う
related? What's your
都市
opinion
伝
as an
説マニ
urban
ア
legend
純ちゃんの意見
expert,
は
Jun-chan?
あくまで都市伝説
Well, they're all just
だし
urban legends, so
あんまり信
I
憑
don't
性
think
は
there's much
ない
credibility
んじゃないかな
to any of them.
ごめんね
Sorry for
自信ない
talking
説
theories
例えで
I'm not even confident about. Considering Kagame Kagame's Japanese nursery rhyme, trying to connect it to the Illuminati's reach, I don't blame her for backing off.
じゃあ300人委員会
But how about the Committee of 300?
300人委員会
Committee of 300? It looks like something clicked.
聞いたことある
I've heard of it before.
本当どんな
Really?
話
Like where?
そこまで詳しくは
I
私
don't
も
really know the
知ら
details.
ないんだけど
But
10年くらい前に
remember the
東京の
earthquake
渋谷で
that happened in
地震起きたの
Shibuya
知って
10 years
る
ago? Shibuya. Shibuya was mentioned by name in report number 2. Is this just a coincidence?
渋谷地
You
震
mean the Shibuya earthquake?
うん
Whenever people talk about it, they always have to bring up the various conspiracy theories around it. I get why. Everything about it was strange. Shibuya was devastated, but everything surrounding it was completely fine. It's almost like it was specifically directed at Shibuya and only Shibuya, which is impossible for an earthquake.
あれもしかして
There are rumors that,
っていうか
maybe
天
the
才じゃ
earthquake wasn't a
ない
natural
んじゃないか
disaster.
っていう噂
Tons of theories, really.
天才じゃないなら
Like what?
人為的ってこ
That it
と
was man-made?
ブラックホール爆弾
A black
を
hole
使った
bomb.
とか
Tectonic
地震兵
weapon.
器とか
An attack using electromagnetic waves.
そもそも渋谷
Or
崩
that the
壊は
chaos
偽装
was
だったとか
camouflaged.
いろいろ
or
説
something
は
else
ある
going
んだ
on.
けど
The aftermath of supernova. An explosion produced by the gravitational collapse of a massive dense star after it has reached the end of its lifespan. For example, imagine a star that's over 1 million kilometers in diameter. Now imagine the entire star's mass compressed into a space smaller than the period at the end of the sentence. That is a singularity, a point of infinite gravity. The collapsed star's intense gravity then pulls all nearby matter towards itself before eventually absorbing it completely. When observed from a distance, the singularity at the center of the black hole appears pitch black. This is due to the fact that the gravity of the center is so incredibly strong, not even light itself can escape.
それの黒幕が
People on the net were saying that the Committee of 300 was pulling the strings. Pulling the strings, huh? Sounds like a lazy way of explaining things. People love pretending that there's some super secret society pulling the strings of the world. It's an easy scapegoat for whenever something happens. As long as there are bad guys out there that they can blame, people don't have to think too hard about anything. What Juno is saying does match up with the Kimishima report. Do you know anything about the Tavistock Institute? Huh? Juno's gonna get fucking executed. This would be the first time small woodland creature gets executed. No. I don't think I've ever heard of it. I figured you might know something. You give me too much credit, Yashio-kun. To be honest, I don't actually know that much about conspiracy theories. On the contrary, I think you know plenty. Hell, she gave me even more to work with than I did. Why this sudden interest? Is it about the Kimishima report? Do you find a second one or something? Well, aren't you sharp? Either that or I'm way too obvious. I feel like this is a reasonable thing for her to figure out. At the same time, but like, what if it isn't? What if she's part? What if she knows so much about conspiracy theories because she's a fucking rat? If you want to know the details, you'll have to beat me in a match. So you're not gonna tell me. Were you curious? A little. Kagome is something we've all experienced. So yeah, I'm curious. Same thing here. That's why I'm looking into it. Oh. Guess I'll go grab a drink. This is my way of ending the conversation, making sure Juno can't press any further. I feel bad for leaving her hung out to dry like this, but I really want to avoid mentioning the reports to people if I can. Senemiya Akiho at noon. I jack up the giant servo motor with the engine crane. It's hydraulic, so even a weaker like me can lift up a 100-kilogram motor easily. By the way, according to their previous president, this crane was rented from Kamata Motors about 5 years ago. They never asked us to return it, so it's just been hanging around the hangar this whole time. The motor itself is a Robot Clinic original. It got delivered to us yesterday. It's a super sluggish motor that's been optimized specifically for torque, since Gun Build 1 is so massive. That said, Doctor told me that he had it made on the cheap, so its durability is kinda up in the air. Maybe we should have accepted Jax's help after all. We're all jacked up. Master servo motor is about 30 centimeters off the ground. I'm planning on moving the crane from here to Gun Build 1's lower body. The servo motor is going to be the knee joint for the unfinished left leg. The problem is, it's going to take a whole lot of effort to move the crane all the way over here. I'll look around. No one else is here. June was here sewing together the scarf a second ago, but she went outside to talk to Kai. There's a lot of heavy lifting in our future, so we gotta work together. Not that they seem to care at all. Maybe I should act like president for once and give them a real stern what for. Good morning! Nae. Noji-san pokes her head into the hangar entrance. She's waving to me with a smile on her face. Oh, hi. When I get up to greet her, she responds by giving me a hug like it's no big deal. Whoa. I have no idea how to react to her sudden kindness. Tojo-san smells ever so slightly of sweat.
秋穂ちゃん一人ですか？
Are you here alone, Akio-chan?
他の子たち
Where
は
are the others? Tojo-san steps back and surveys the hangar. Akio-chan. Feels kind of weird being called that out of nowhere. But I don't hate it.
みんなあんまり協調性ないん
Nobody's
です。
being cooperative, no matter how much I try. They refuse to come over and help out.
なぜだ？
Why? Then I remember what that person says. I smoothly whip out my glasses and place them in front of my eyes like always. I've become that person because they're spoiled brats. Tojo-san looks confused. How should she claim to want to support bipedal robot research when he doesn't even know who that person is?
変なおじさん、ロボットアニメとか
Noji-san,
見
do
て
you
ま
watch
し
that
た？
much mecha anime?
怒らせちゃいました。
Or did I upset you?
3倍速いとか。
Should I have responded with something like,
なかったですか？
it's 3 times faster?
なんだ、知って
Oh,
るんです
so you do
ね。
know.
だったら
Come on, you
リアクション
gotta
して
give
くだ
me a
さいよ。
reaction next time.
自分でネタ振りして自分で答えるなんて。秋
I
穂ちゃ
can't
んは
believe you
なかなか
prompted the
面白
joke and
い
explained it
芸を持ってる
yourself.
んで
You're
す
so
ね。
funny, Aki-chan. I had a hunch when I met her the first time, but Tenoji-san can spit pure acid with a smile.
私ね、実家は東京の秋葉原
My
に
home is
すご
actually
く近いん
super
です
close to
よ。
Akihabara.
まだ私が小
When
さ
I
い
was
頃
little,
ですけど、ガンバ
there
ム
was a
カフェっていう
Gunbum
喫茶
cafe
店
and
があったし、
everything.
お台場に実
I
物
got to see
大
the
の
full-size
ガンバム
Gunbum
を見
in
に行ったんです
Odaiba
か？
too.
うわ
I'm so jealous. I almost drooled for a sec.
この前の件の
But I
続きを
digress.
話
I'm
しに
actually
来た
here
ん
to
ですけ
continue
ど、
a conversation from the other day.
やっぱり考えは
I take it you
変わ
haven't had a change of heart?
りません。
I haven't. Tojo-san glances over at Gunbuild 1 lying in the
ど
hangar.
うしてもこのロボに
I really
関わ
want to
りた
stick
い
to
んで
this
すね。
robot.
はい。
I do.
歴代ロボ部員たちの
Because it's the
血と汗と涙
crystallization
の
of
結
our
晶で
blood,
すから。
sweat, and tears.
血？
Someone bled?
あ、いや。
Oh, I'm just kidding about that part. I really didn't think she'd latch onto
例え
that.
ば、その1号機をさらに
Have
改
you
良
ever
して、
considered
より
further
完成度の
modifying
高いものへ
Model
バージョンア
1
ップする
into
みたい
something
な考え方
more
はどうで
polished?
す？今の段階でも
You know, at this stage, we've already gone pretty off the rails from the original design.
自分で分かってるつもりですよ。
I know that Gunbuild 1
いびつな
is a
ロボだ。
wonky robot, I do.
例えるなら、増築に
It's
増
like a
築を
house
重
that
ねた
has
家っていう。
extensions built upon extensions upon extensions.
ジュンはウィンチェスターミステリ
June
ーハウ
said it
ス
was like the Winchester Mystery House. Who said that? June. It's a mansion with some extensions that has lost its function as a house become more of a maze. Gunbuild 1 is no different.
あんまり計画的に作ってこられなかった。
Well, that was the whole point of the Winchester Mystery House. It was supposed to be like a maze.
かわいそうなことしちゃったなって。
Supposed to confuse the ghosts or whatever. He was guilty about making the Winchester rifle. We weren't able to build it according to the plan, so I feel pretty bad about it. We had a tight budget, so we made do with whatever parts we could get our hands on. We're just high schoolers. With our limited knowledge, we tried to make a walking robot and it totally different from the original
だ
design.
から、これ以上はもう手を
So
加
I
え
really
た
want
く
to
ない
avoid
です。
making any more changes to it. Despite how much has been altered, Gunbuild 1 still has the DNA of the original Gunbuild project. 9 years worth of passion resides inside that metal exterior.
この子を完成させることが
Completing is my
非常に
mission as
なって
president of the
うちの
Robotics
夢だし、
Club
うちの夢
and
でも
my
あるん
own
です。
personal dream.
昔と今とでは
Things have changed quite a lot in the last decade when it comes to giant bipedal robots.
技術はどんどん刷新していってます
Technology
よ。
has advanced greatly.
今の技術を使えば
If we utilize today's technology, you can make an even better robot.
せっかく作るんですから歩く以外
If you're
の
gonna
動
make
作
one
も
anyway,
させたいって
wouldn't you want to do more than just walk? I reflexively groan. More than just walk? I really do. I want to see Gunbuild 1 move gallantly like Prez did during Robo 1 with Kai at the
って
controls.
いやいやその手には
God,
乗り
no.
ませんよ
I'm not falling for your tricks.
うちはガンツクワンを絶
I'm
対
playing
に完成
Gunbuild
させ
1 no
るん
matter
で
what.
す甘い言葉に惑わ
I
さ
won't
れ
be
たりしません
manipulated
か
by
ら
your sweet temptations.
そうですか
I see. Tenoji-san lowers her shoulders in disappointment. But it isn't long before she regains her usual perkiness and smiles.
ちなみにこ
By the
の
way,
1号機をそ そのまま作り
Even
続
if
け
you
る
decide
に
to
して
stick
も
with Model 1,
TNSC の施設を
you're
使
still
うことは
welcome to
全
use the
然問題あり
facilities
ません
at TNSC.
必要になったら言ってください
Just let me
ね
know if you ever need to. I'm truly grateful for her offer, but I don't have the guts to accept it. I've already rejected their kindness twice now. Am I just being stubborn? Would everyone be more willing to cooperate if we're making a brand new robot? Winchester Mystery House. The mansion located in San Jose, California. For about 40 years, this mansion is renovated incessantly by the wife of a man who invented the Winchester rifle. After her husband passed away, the woman started seeing a spirit medium as she felt she was being haunted. The medium said that the woman was being haunted by the spirits of all those who had been killed by the rifle her husband invented. Frightened, the woman spent the rest of her life continually adding more and more rooms to the mansion in an attempt to evade the spirits. The mansion is still said to be cursed this very day. Many tourists enjoy visiting the mansion on mystery hours. Twitter. The fanatic blood in me is boiling for talking about Kagame. Tanoji-san came by, but she left. Everyone be careful, don't let her convince you. Who is gun bum? What is a gun bum? A Gundam. It must be hard for people who can't tell a lie when they read one. You're too pure and cute, senpai. I don't think she's a bad person. Memo for myself. Tonight's dinner, vermicelli. Something Michi likes, something Aki-chan likes, something Jun-chan likes. Tanegashima has lots of small hills, which is quite surprising. As a biker, each hill itself wasn't so bad, but all those hills in a row were super annoying. I don't know how many times I cried inside thinking, what's the point of climbing up if we're just gonna go down again? Didn't think you'd bring your bike to the island. Heh. Seingen is my partner. Is there anything? Please. I've been groaning in front of the drink corner for 15 minutes. At the register behind me, Mizuka-san is sighing for what feels like the billing time. If you're trying to steal, forget about it. Trying to steal, forget about it. You look way too suspicious. She says that to me while reading a newspaper. How rude. I'm really struggling with what to buy, okay? I'm a high schooler with a thin allowance. I have to be careful with where my 100 yen go. I'm lying, of course. I'm actually debating whether or not I should ask Mizuka-san about the Committee of 300. If I do, I'll have to tell her about the Kimijima reports. Whenever it comes to Kimijima-ko or Irie, Mizuka-san's reaction is kind of scary. So I'm conflicted as to whether I should bring it up or not. I can't afford to stand here and deliberate forever. To ask or not to ask? I take a peek at Mizuka-san again. The steamer off to the side of the register enters my line of sight. In order to get info, I'll have to eat one of those passion fruit buns. As it turns out, that's the deciding factor. Alright, I'll give up on asking Mizuka-san for now. Now that that's aside, my actions are swift to the point. I grab a bottle of fruit sour melon and take it to the register. Sure look refreshed. Completely different from the look of dread on your face when you came in. I'm guessing you don't need any info then? I have no idea what you're talking about. Kai. What are you hiding? It's got nothing to do with you, Mizuka-san. I wonder if she has a passion fruit accords with anyone else. Better not make me angry. Gosh, she's terrifying. Her sharp gaze pierces through my body, like a frog being stared down by a vicious snake. What did I do to deserve this death stare? I don't even say anything. I didn't even say anything. Oh? Tanochi and I entered the store while I'm still petrified. Yashio-kun, right? Good morning. Good afternoon. Oh, hi. Welcome. Are you from JAXA? Yep. I just arrived on the island the day before yesterday. You come here often, Yashio-kun? I guess so, yeah. Saved by the bell, thanks to Tonju and I's swift intervention, I've been freed from Mizuka-san's Medusa gaze. I was honestly about to cave and spill the beans. Akio-chan seemed kinda lonely. You should help her. I'm just not into that sort of thing. More importantly, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. I'll place some coins on the counter to pay for the drinks and rush outside. There's a fancy bike parked in front of the store. It's definitely hers. Can we see the fancy bike? Guess not. Fuck us then. Is this one of those mountain bikes? Don't tell me. She biked all the way here from TNSC? That's a 15-kilometer trip, give or take. Damn, she spit. That can't be an easy ride. Are you interested in my bike? Noji Nae comes strolling outside. She's holding a sports drink. I mean, that's why she smells of sweat, because you just biked like 15 kilometers. I try to bike about 50 kilometers a day. Jesus fuck. Truth be told, I really want to do 100 kilometers a day? At that point, I'd probably get confused over what my actual job is. You bike in that outfit? When I'm seriously biking, I wear a cycling jersey. If I'm just gonna work up a light sweat, I don't bother. Wait a second, the bike. Is that the same bike? Is that... You know what I'm talking about. The particular bike that gets polished very frequently. Wanna try giving it a ride? Nah, I'm good. Come on, you don't gotta hold back. Oh, that reminds me. With everything that went on the other day, I didn't get to properly greet you. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I just realized it's 2019, and she's 20 years old. That means Nae was 11? In Steins Gate? Doju Nae sticks her hand out with no hesitation. I guess she wants me to shake hands? I'm not quite as on guard with her as I was before, but she still scares me a little. Keeping those thoughts to myself, I take her hand and shake it. Stop blushing, Kai. The automatic doors open. Mizuka-san pokes her head out to drop her zinger. She then immediately vanishes. Is she ditching the whole time? Is she watching the whole time? She's right. Your face is red. Doju-san inches close to my face, still holding my hand. There aren't too many people out here in the middle of nowhere that greet each other with a handshake is all. I think Akio's probably the only one. Yeah, I bet. Folks in Tokyo say that too. My dad was raised in France, so I always thought this was normal. Also hug and rub cheeks when greet people. Put my cheeks to yours and we rub them together. Oh, I've seen that in movies and stuff. Wanna give it a try? I'll pass. I figured you'd say that. I found Akio-chan earlier. She seemed really surprised. Kinda jealous. Who? Akio. Oh, not the other way around? It's not quite a hug. Whenever she has an attack, I usually hold her by her shoulder, so... Nah, not really. So then, you should be more than fine hugging me, right? Noji Nae starts getting fidgety, like she really wants to give me a hug. If you want to hug me that badly, you have to beat me first. And I'd be happy to beat you in what? You didn't say kill ballad. beat you.
キルバラです。
A kill ballad.
ああ、格
Oh,
闘ゲーム。
the fighting game.
じゃあ今度お手合わせして
Then
くだ
next
さい。
time, let's fight.
へえ。
Huh?
強いんですか？
You strong?
どうかな。
I have no
一度
clue.
もやったことない
I've
から
never played before. I was into other fighting games 4 or 5 years ago, she says with a sinister smile. She unlocks her bike.
じゃあまた来ます。
She into the gold metal wolf, whatever it's
他の部員の
called.
子たちによろしくです。
Anyway, I'll be dropping by again. Say hi to Akicho and the others for me. Just like that, she blissfully rides off into the distance on her mountainous bike. Mountain bike. Why did I say mountainous? She's fast, her acceleration is fairly impressive. She can ride that fast in those clothes. She must really be a pro. I think she's probably an anti-Committee of 300 operative. You know why? Because, well, I feel like you know why if you watched the previous playthrough. Otherwise, I'm just spoiling it. Fuck it, I'm gonna say what I want. So, Steins Gate, well, obviously her father's a rounder. Rounders get killed. Her dad probably got killed. And every time her dad gets killed, she wants vengeance. We know that. We saw what happened to Kiryu. So it's reasonable to assume that that's gonna happen again. That's why the smile never reaches her eyes. She's driven, she's fueled by trauma. And she wants to locate the Committee of 300 people and just stab them with a big fucking kitchen knife, probably. At the end of the day, I wasn't able to talk to anyone about the Committee of 300. Let's all go to the Iki festival together. My family's upset when I told them I wasn't going with them to your Iki festival. Should be fine, they don't listen to me anyway, I was running around everywhere. Oh, is that my bad? No, not at all. Older man. What happened? Did a stranger break in? I get the feels whenever I watch Tiger Rabbit. Seriously, masterpiece lol. I wish I watched it in real time. Of course, that's what I thought it was too. Haha. Quick break. I think I played out 3 hours, 21-4, not focused at all. We don't need to go all together. Pretty sure everyone has their own plans. You're gonna go with no money? It'll be rough and you can't buy any amazing festival food. Sure. Just say sure. That boy probably won't come back home till late. Just enjoy your day at the festival. We should go to the festival too. I can accompany you since I'm on a flight. Oh, really? Colorful space candy. We'll have a booth at your Iki festival. There'll be venue limited space tornado candy there, so don't miss it. Well, I guess we know what the next event is going to be. We're going to go to the festival, and probably something horrible is going to happen. It's not all that surprising, considering I don't have that many friends to begin with. I tried to look up the committee online, but all I found was vague info, sketchy sources, and the like. Uh-oh, I hope we didn't get picked up by an echelon tower. The origin of a person's information, be it a document, a news article, historical materials, etc., due to the large amount of false information present online forums, it is important for a poster to provide the source if they want to be trusted. Often referred to on the internet as sauce. For example, where's the sauce? I.e., where's the source of that? I'm too on edge. I can't focus on KB. I'm winning, but I'm far from my A game. I'm even dropping combos. Before I even read the report, I was on a roll this morning. What should I do? I considered publishing it online, but that would just mean more noise to sift through. I'll probably end up dealing with a bunch of trolls and armchair analysts. Again, ideas, so I decided to write up an email. Start email app. You have to say that to open it, you can't just tap on it. My Pokecom opens up the email composition screen. It's been a while, it's Kaito. I'm messaging you because I wanted to ask you a question, not counting on you replying, but have you heard of these things called the Kimijima reports? I heard that you knew Kimijima when he was still alive, so I thought you might know something. Talk to Aki-chan sometime soon. Oh my god, you're really bringing up her assassinated childhood friend? in the same email that you want them to talk to her sister. That's kind of completely different things that you shouldn't be mixing together. Send this to Senomiya Misaki, please. Oh, it's gonna get picked up by an echelon tower. The message ended up kind of being blunt, but Misani was always down with that. Whether it was via email or phone call, Misani was always to the point. It'll be fine. And as I mentioned, the email, I don't expect her to reply. So then why did I even send her a message in the first place? How many years has it been since the last email I sent Misani? The last one was probably when I told her I joined the robotics club with Akiho. On the flip side, Akiho's apparently been messaging her pretty frequently. After hearing that she never got any replies, I figured it was a waste of time and just naturally stopped. Why doesn't Misani at least respond to her own sister? Is she that busy? Even with all the work she's up to, it'd only take 5 minutes to write something up. But right now that she's in Tokyo, she's completely forgotten about this small island out of time. Wow, that's quick. For a call. I glanced down at the screen to see who it's from. Misani? I can't believe my eyes. Connect. Actually got a response. You've grown up so much since I last saw you. She doesn't look happy though. But why? Despite my confusion, I can't mask my joy. My face is lit up. I mean, she's basically my master. She's a rival that I have to beat one day. How can I not be happy that I'm talking to Misani for the first time in 6 years? A long time no speak. It feels extremely weird to be talking to Misani, who is some 1,000 kilometers away from here. I read your email. Without so much as a greeting. She cuts right to the chase. I literally just sent that to you. I thought you didn't read any of our emails. I read each and every one of them. Akiho's too. I know Akiho will be thrilled to hear that. I'm also well aware that you haven't tried to get in contact with me for years now. If you're reading them, why didn't you say so? I would have messaged you every day in that case. Okay, not every single day. Anyway, there was something I wanted to ask you about. Are you Tagirin? Misani cuts me off and casts her gaze upon me. Whoa, she's scary. When I was little, Misani and Mizuka-san were known for being terrifying when they were angry. Mizuka-san looks like she'd be scary when mad, but Misani usually smiled, so the gap made things worse. Plus, I was constantly teased by her as a kid, so I'm conditioned to be scared of her in particular. Someone who only knows her as the PR person for Exco would wet their pants if they saw her true nature. It's what you said in your email, true? Yeah. I found it in Uchigaoka Park. Mizuka-san told me that you know Kimijima-ko and Irie. Forget all of this. Forget the Kimijima reports. You mustn't search for them anymore. Understand? But why? Because this is something you can't get involved with. Promise me. You gotta give me a reason. If you get involved any further, you'll regret it. Okay, but you gotta beat me in a match. Beats him in a match. So forget everything you've seen. But can you at least... Wow. Didn't even tell him if she was Tagiringer. She hung up. What the hell's going on? Hell's been 6 years. You couldn't at least tell me how she's been? Even after becoming a working adult, she's as straight to the point as ever. You haven't changed a bit, Misani. There's so many things I want to ask her, like she's Tagirin, or if she saw us at Robo 1. Anyway. Forget everything, eh? I'll regret it if I get involved any further. Does that mean Misani is familiar with the Kimijima reports? Talk about a half-assed warning. This is just going to have the opposite effect on me. It's like she's asking me to keep digging. I think she knows that. But more importantly... Does she know something about Kimijima-ko's death? Probably. And we are going to end it off here. Thanks for watching.